Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World Series of Board Gaming's coverage on the ring final for Dune Imperium Uprising. I'm Chris George, and I'm joined by the designer of Dune Imperium himself, Paul Denon. Paul, thank you so much for joining me once again.
Oh, no problem. It's always a pleasure to join you on these games, Chris, and looking forward to seeing Uprising with these four finalists.
Yeah, this is the first time that Uprising has been in WSBG because the first 3 years it was Dune Imperium, and now we've moved on to the Dune Imperium Uprising. So we are going to crown our first ever Dune Imperium Uprising ring champion, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, it's a tough game, and how many games did they have to go through to get here?
Yeah, I think this would have been either their third or fourth round. I think it was probably for their fourth round. So they've all played 3 games. They've all won 3 games
Oof,
to
it's
get to
hard.
this point. And now this is the winner take all matchup, which is pretty exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, we should turn over to the table and meet our players. Before we do, I want to remind you at home that if you are interested, you think this looks like fun in attending the World Series of Board Gaming, well, you can get your tickets at WSBGVegas.com. Our best package is the stay and play package, where we get you the cheapest discount we can on a hotel right on the strip. So you can check that out. Go get your tickets and come join us. And who knows, you might be at the finals of one of these tables. If you think you're a good board game player, you think you're a good Dune Imperium Uprising player? Well, hey, we want you to participate. Maybe you could beat one of these four and earn your spot next year. But I think for now, let's turn to the table and we'll meet our four finalists.
I think
So we're arriving at the table right now. I'm going to describe our players from the bottom right. In seat one, we have
good luck, everybody.
Stanley
Have a good game.
Cascone. Stanley, you may have
Spice.
seen from our Terraforming Mars final table. This is Stanley's second final table of the year. In seat two, on the bottom left corner, we have Ivan Pinar. Ivan won the Toronto, Ontario Breakout Con WSBG little mini tournament and won a ticket to come to WSBG. I met Ivan there, and Ivan also going pretty far in the brass ring event as well. Seat three up in the top left is Stone Sun. Stone is going to be our featured player in a little bit. We have a slight camera over Stone's shoulder, and so we're going to get a peek at Stone's cards throughout the game, and we'll get to see a little bit more what he's thinking. And then seat four is Michael Denny. Michael came in second in 2023 in the Dune Imperium final table. So Michael is back at another final table, looking for that redemption story. We see a little glimpse into Stone's hand right now. We have Seek Allies and Diplomacy, so he's both of those sort of key track movement, faction track movement cards. But also, I want to talk a little bit about the characters that the players have chosen, which, Paul, you and I commented on the semifinal. Dune Imperium Uprising was one of the semifinal games. 3 of these leaders were chosen in the semifinal games, and the only one that is different right now is Michael's choice, which is Princess Irulin.
Yeah. So did he have first pick being in seat four?
He did. Yeah, Michael had first pick and being in seat four. And this seems like a wild choice to me to pick, but also, in terms of WSBG, they do get to see the market before they make their choices. So perhaps
Okay.
with that Sardaukar soldier that's out on the Imperium row,
Yep.
which has a really lovely trash ability, perhaps that was the reason for Michael picking that choice.
Okay. I can respect that. It's definitely a gutsy choice. I love playing Princess Irulan, but it's hard to call her one of the top few leaders in the box.
Yeah.
But good luck to Michael.
Yeah, it was a very surprising pick, and the other players just picking sort of standard. Stone picking Gurney, which they all have pretty solid abilities. Ivan picking Muad'Dib, and then Stanley picking Lady Margot Fenring as well.
So at the start of this game, it looks like Margot went to accept contract and gave Muad'Dib Fremkit, which is interesting because Muad'Dib being in second position, if he can get to Fremen, if he could get both spaces this round, that would be a dream
Uh-huh.
because then he could go for the Maker Hooks next round. But even just getting to Fremkit interfere once on his first turn can be pretty critical. So we'll see how that turns out. He didn't. Oh no, he did put 2 troops in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I believe Lady Margot is in blue, and Muad'Dib is in red. So I think it might
Oh,
actually be the reverse of that.
oh, I apologize. I got my colors mixed up. That makes a lot more sense that Margot would block Fremkit.
Yeah, because yeah, that would be an explosive start for Muad'Dib. And then Stone going for pushing 2 troops in. Our conflict that the players are battling over has an ornithopter on it, which is a little bit interesting because in a 4-player game you start with 2 desert mice and 2 knives as well. How do you feel about this opening conflict and its importance in terms of winning it at this stage?
Solari early is quite important. I would say it's important to not overcommit to the first conflict, but I do see a lot of people really fighting for that Solari and intrigue. So, I'm not surprised if people fight hard for this. It's just a little unfortunate when you get 3rd place here, because you drop down from an intrigue and 2 Solari to just an intrigue, which is a pretty big difference.
Yeah, and we see Stanley and Stone going pretty hard with those initial pushes, 2 troops each. That feels like to get into the battle after people make such an aggressive play would be difficult. Michael dropping diplomacy. We also saw Muad'Dib got to play his signet ring as well by going to accept contracts.
I told you.
We're all gonna do it. Yeah.
Do the set of instructions. The set of instructions for how to do it. Yeah? Are you ready?
Do we know who's first player?
Yes, first player, you were C2, C3, C4.
Are these pre-shuffled or should we be
I shuffled them.
So Michael's yellow.
I believe Michael is green.
Green. Sorry.
Yeah, the camera angles are also confusing me, and I will change them in post.
And how worked up the cards get after that? I vote for 1 draw. That's
I'm interested with Muad'Dib's early play, going to accept contracts, getting that Solari, also with the signet ring, getting to draw a card, and so ostensibly went through sort of 7 cards in that main deck. I like that as an opening play in terms of trying to get those powerful cards starting cycled into potentially your second hand.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been an indication that he didn't have diplomacy or seek allies, and he was hoping to draw one, but it looks like maybe he didn't.
Right.
Or he thinks that getting into the combat is so important that he was willing to go to the Imperial Basin to do so.
Right. Yeah, players playing these initial moves fairly quickly. They've had a lot of time to analyze the board and look at what's happening. The only person staying out of this conflict is Michael at this point. So just yeah.
I was going to say, this looks ripe for going to Arakeen and just coming over the top of everybody and punishing everybody for only putting 2 troops in.
Right.
Because they're live streaming and filming. Yeah, we can put the box inside. I can put the box here, but yeah, just then they're like, what is that game?
Yeah, if Michael has a dagger in his hand, that's almost sort of a locked up play.
Dagger.
We're on a recording before we live stream there, and what'll happen is they'll come back later and the people will watch it.
But he just builds up his forces instead.
He unfortunately did not have his signet ring, I guess.
Now, in terms of Michael's character, Princess Irulan, what do you think we're going to see more? Michael trying to buy up a bunch of low-cost cards in the market so that he can combo, or using it to pull the cards directly into hand?
I think it's usually good to pull it directly into hand, because you can always like pull one into hand early and then trash it later. it kind of depends on the situation and like whether you need that extra persuasion that you might pull or the extra dagger you might pull
Right.
to reach a certain card. This particular starting row was not like a bonkers row. Like the highest cost card was a 4.
Yeah.
So I think setting up for a big buy here wasn't as critical as it might have been had there been 5 or higher cards, although Chani has now shown up.
Something like that, yeah. That's simple.
Yeah, this is a very kind of middle of the road row, although you know, Maker Keepers is a really strong 2-cost card if you can get both the Fremen and Bene Gesserit faction influence to turn it on.
Right.
Smuggler's Haven is also quite powerful at the mid to late part of the game because you can get points from converting spice.
Well, should I put this put you or just put here?
Wow, and
So that was an
Stone,
intrigue.
yeah, Stone is able to move up on the Fremen track. Grab that intrigue as his second play and just sort of lucked into this potential Maker Hook right away.
Dagger.
And I guess he discarded a card to get that influence, so he must have decided that the surprise factor wasn't important enough. He just got rid of a card. I don't know what he might have discarded, like one persuasion card. Looks like he had a dagger, so there's a tie for second, which is bad news for the table because
Right.
it means first place gets the goodies, and by being one behind them, you only get an intrigue.
Sorry, just for my eyes, can we move this stuff kind of to the middle?
Just put like this.
Yeah.
I'm just asking for a shift of the row so that we can see what's the row and what is the standard cards of the Spice Must Flow and the Prepare the Way. Yeah, so really interesting here. Only one dagger for each of Gurney and Lady Margot, yellow and blue, Stone and Stanley, which allows Ivan to come out on top and take that.
Thing.
And that is really an immediate hit for Stone and Stanley. You don't really want to spend 2 troops on just an intrigue card.
There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I think Stone overall is happy with the round, having found that intrigue and gotten to Fremen 2, but I don't think he's happy to spend 2 troops to get an intrigue.
Right. So to recap what everybody purchased as well, Gurney was unable, Stone was unable to purchase anything due to that intrigue card. But then that allowed Michael to get the Maker Keeper into his deck. Lady Margot got Sardaukar Coordination, which is deploying any troops you recruit into the conflict, so having that potential surprise effect. And then also Ivan with Muad'Dib picked up Truth Trance as well.
Yeah, it's always awkward. Like later on, it's like, oh my god, that thing is just like crazy.
Because if you could get a worm this round, and it comes early, it's like, it's good though.
It makes sense that Stanley picked up Sardaukar Coordination. It was the kind of clear best 4-cost card in the early game. I think you could make an argument for Smuggler's Haven,
Okay.
but Truth Trance, I think, clearly the weaker of the 2 that got bought.
And now we're very quickly on to round 2. These players have played through it, and round 2 has the Spice Freighters come up, which we saw again in our semifinal game. Not really the optimal time for this card to pop up, because nobody has spice around the table. Well, Muad'Dib has 1, but you can't really capitalize on its point value. Is it still worth pushing for? Michael currently has all the weight that he can throw at. I really like that play from Michael, seeing everybody go for that first card. He said, no, okay, I'll just get a whole bunch of troops and be really scary for the rest for round 2.
I will
That'll be
guys.
Apparently you can play the whole game, Judge.
So Muad'Dib's got to be going to Fremen here, I would think. Yep, Frem
I
kit.
won't judge your flip. I will just judge that you're
Considering Desert Tactics.
you want to show that says I'm silently judging your games. It is upstairs in
Counting on his hand, seeing what card he's going to draw, I think. But no, maybe not, because he had to shuffle his deck. Counting something else, I suppose.
So I'll go there. I'll draw.
Would you deploy the one troop in this situation? You're going first. One troop is all you have.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think one troop is going to get you second place. And so I guess it's one troop could potentially get you a spice and a troop, but...
That's what he's hoping.
Yeah.
I think. He's pushing.
You could get the troop back with, and especially we know that Ivan has a dagger in his hand as well, so he gets at least a 3 strength. Which if he's... Oh no, Ivan doesn't have a dagger in his hand, so he's really just stuck with 2 because he won the last.
For me, if I was at the table, this would be maybe a tell that his intrigue card is a combat card. That he has no fear being in first position, pushing that one troop in. I could be wrong,
Drawing
but
that intrigue card like is the first draw.
yeah, they're talking about it.
It's a lot easier.
This conflict is kind of a crazy conflict when it comes up round 5 or 6,
Yeah.
because somebody with worms can get a lot of value out of this. You can convert 3 spice for a point or 6 spice for 2 points if you have worms, not to mention the faction influence. But at round 2, it's arguably one of the least impactful conflicts because it's very hard to have that kind of spice. And even if you did have that kind of spice, would you really want to convert it to a point instead of saving it for doing something more powerful?
Right.
Just one
But it's an interesting thing with Stone pushing in. There's a potential for Stone to hit up, get that additional spice, and get a worm now because Stone has the Maker Hook.
True.
And so he then turns that into a double bump on a faction track if he goes and deploys his worm, as long as that Imperial Basin spot doesn't get grabbed. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I think it's a good push for him. Whether he gets a worm or not, he's Gurney. He's getting the extra persuasion by having 3 of his troops in.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the only person who can stop him? Irulan? No, who's green?
Yeah. Yeah, green
Yes,
is Irulan, Michael.
Irulan. I don't know that Michael's going to care enough to fight hard for first place here, but I would expect him to at least fight to some extent to try to get second place, because second place here is quite good.
Yes.
Water, spice, and get a troop back.
Yeah, I am a bit surprised by Michael's first play if he's not going to go make a push for it, or he just sits back and lets things happen.
A block.
Yeah,
Blocks the worm.
yeah. I think that's
Getting away with some
very interesting. He says, "Listen, I don't want you to get it," and he takes it upon himself. Often in 4-player games, you would sort of wait and put the onus on the player right before.
Oh, and he used the ring, and he's grabbing the Sardaukar soldier into hand.
And then Signaling is acquire 1 or trash 1?
Yeah. May acquire a card that costs 1 or more to your hand, or trash a card from your hand that has a cost of 1 or more to 2 spice.
Now the Imperium row is starting to look a little juicy. We've got two pretty strong 5-cost cards.
Went to your hand?
No.
Yeah, spacing Guild's favor,
Draw 1 to his hand.
which I quite enjoy. I love any of that discard chaining together, and then we have Chani as well, which if people are going for Fremen, has a great Fremen bond, and would be an awesome pickup for Gurney, I think, right now.
Absolutely. And Margot is not unhappy that Rebel Supplier is in the row, because Margot is easily places her spies where Rebel Supplier wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
Trash should. I will call.
Yeah, Lady Margot also now within striking distance of the Maker Hooks.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna Dune.
I love watching players rush for the Maker Hooks in Dune Imperium Uprising, and then I also love the effect on the other players and seeing if people follow, if we get a really worm-heavy game, or if we see someone ignore them entirely and just focus on that deck building aspect or those smuggler synergies.
You've got the tempo.
Yeah, I usually go for worms in maybe half my games. It really just depends on the whether there's an opening,
No, sorry.
what cards are on
You have the
the row.
official.
They're by no means
spice, I
critical
got
to
you.
winning, although for new player games, you will likely see the worms seem like they're critical to winning because the new players haven't gotten quite
Right.
as adept at all the other strategies and
Yeah.
how to stop worms.
Is it not? Pacing?
I don't know. What do I have tempo for?
You have the first chance at hook.
He has his hook.
There's some politicking going on here about who's going to take hooks.
Tempo advantage to get
Yeah, I think Ivan's just recognizing, listen, I'm not going to be able to get hooks before Lady Margot. Saying, was like, what do you mean I got tempo? He's like, oh, you just have tempo over me. That's what I meant.
Yeah, Ivan's in 4th position next round, so he'll be lucky to get a Fremen spot. I mean, he might be in trouble if he does not place in this combat because he's spent his last troop. He's really hoping to just get a little bit of a reward here. If he gets nothing, he'll be 4th position with no troops in garrison.
I almost did this, but I don't know. I like so we're playing.
It's over to Michael. Playing reconnaissance. Going to Erakim.
I get 1 troop.
Maybe he is trying to win this.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Where's the red troops? Alright, shuffle this.
Seeing what he's going to draw first before deciding.
Oh, that's right. Oregon we're talking about. How about you?
Yeah, the faction bump for Michael in green. I guess he could push up on the Emperor track to get a point. What would you use this initial faction bump for if you were to win it in round 2, Paul? Would you be thinking about what you're going for later on down the line? Would you be trying to contest things, or would you just go for Fremen so that you have the opportunity for maker hooks? Because 2 bumps on any faction track are worth a point.
Good question. I guess if Michael wins, he's got the Maker Keeper and has a reason to want both Fremen and Bene Gesserit.
Right.
Not to mention the Prepare the Way reserve card always cares about Bene Gesserit.
Oh, sorry.
There's also a reasonable path to just take Spacing Guild and try to unlock shipping as soon as possible to get that 5 Solari
Right.
and the faction influence when you go there. But I think Maker Keepers would make me stick to Fremen or Bene Gesserit.
Yeah. It feels like everybody's pushing for that Fremen, that it might make sense to do a little bit of an investment there, because it seems like the Fremen are going to be highly contested this game.
Yeah. When 3 players quickly get worms, as the 4th player, I'm almost happy to see that because it lets them kind of fight and block each other, and the worms tend to have less of an impact if only 1 player gets it and starts to kind of cascade win into win. It can get scary. Margot setting up for going there whenever she wants by putting a spy over there next to the siege chamber and the research station.
Yeah.
Just because this would. Yeah.
That's fine. It's usually a preference. It really doesn't matter if you want to do something different, but just.
Oh, when he's going in, so yeah, he's trying to thwart Muad'Dib, to squelch Muad'Dib, and for Muad'Dib to get nothing. This will be
One true.
does he have the combat intrigue or not?
They're my homies.
Yeah.
Lady Margaret.
See, I think that's a dangerous push unless he also has a combat card. Because as blue, I would be a little scared to
Alright.
go against Muad'Dib in this situation.
Yeah. You could be trying to sort of bait out combat cards in these early game and hope to drain people's combat cards.
Ooh, look, 2 daggers for Muad'Dib. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
He buys Chani. Thematic purchase. I think Irulan will probably win this
5 bots.
because of taking the Sardaukar soldier to hand.
Yeah, we know
But
that.
we'll see what Gurney has, I guess.
6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7.
Oh, he's
He has
taking
7.
Spy.
So he grabs the guild spy that just popped up.
Wait, am I? Oh, that okay. Stone is playing Gurney.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, Guild Spy. Yeah, I was gonna say, getting the spy from Guild Spy and not placing it on a faction track could be a big mistake.
One more.
Oh, and Strike Fleet pops up. He just needed one more to be able to purchase it.
Wow.
But there wasn't an avenue to it anyway. And so he opts for Smuggler's Haven as well.
Some spicy cards now.
Right. I will reveal.
Did you see the first card you bought?
I was so close. Unfortunately, I did draw my dagger and only have 4 by power. All right, I do have 2 daggers though, so I do go up to 8 for green.
Yeah, 2 daggers for Michael is saying.
I'm terrified.
Saying I was so close, he was hoping to be able to
One,
have a
2,
5
3,
purchasing
4.
power.
4 by power.
Does he go Paracompass?
Assets.
Nope, he took the I forget what it's called, undercover asset.
Undercover asset, yeah.
Which is good early. The earlier you buy that card, the scarier it is.
Yeah, it's true. You don't have to worry about it.
I don't know if he bought a Prepare the Way.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he did either.
Oh, another 2-cost card.
Conflict.
We got a conflict. So currently, what would happen? We don't get anything. You and I get nothing.
Wow.
So that's good. I will
He's got to play it.
find weakness.
Find weakness. Yeah, that's why he showed that strength. So I
Yeah.
think challenging him there is
Would love to have a spy.
it's not great.
Yeah. I don't want. I need a water, so.
Yeah, it did force him to play it though, so he won't have it for future turns. But if you're Stanley, you do lose.
Stone plays a +2 to tie.
Water.
Yeah,
So nobody's gonna win.
sure.
Wow.
Okay.
And then also was able to acquire a card that costs 3 or less. So he grabbed that Desert Survival. I think that popped up as well.
Troop,
Yeah.
water. Spice.
Wow.
Scaredy little troop.
Nobody grabs the card. Nobody gets that first place.
Back.
Just getting that tie with the water and the spice. I mean, if you're Stone right now with the Maker Hook, you don't mind water. But a pretty big battle.
Wander off.
Michael's still sitting really pretty with 4 in his garrison, though.
Already done the makers, so we'll take that.
Yeah, I like Stone's play there.
Yeah.
He blocked somebody out of getting the card, and he also promoted himself to getting the water. I like it. I think he's
Yeah.
in a good position.
Exactly.
Yeah, I really like that play for sure.
That was unusual, by the way, to see multiple combats come out this.
On the second
Quickly.
combat. Yeah. Yeah, because normally you want to hold on to them as well.
Level 2.
Yeah, their daggers lined up in a way where they were incentivized to play.
Yeah. And no worms will happen here unless the wall is destroyed. We have Seizing the Spice Refinery, where you get a spy and 2 spice if you win the conflict, or an intrigue, a spice, and a troop if you come in second, or 2 spice if you come in third.
Yeah. So at this point, Gurney's got Guild Spy. That's probably the biggest impact card in anybody's deck, even though it's only a 3-cost card.
Yeah.
It has
is
a
in his
very
hand.
high ceiling. You think it's in his hand right now?
No, it is. Yeah, I just saw it flash on the screen. Gurney's sitting on Guild Spy and also his Signet Ring is what I saw on the screen flashing there.
It's a good hand.
So if you're in Gurney's position, Stone's leading. It's his first play. We know we have Guild Spy. We know we have Signet Ring. What's the order of operations here? It looks like he's flirting with playing Signet Ring first.
Wow. Breaking. All right.
Breaking the wall.
Oh, and he
Wow.
blocks other people from getting hooks.
Okay, again.
Gets a troop for his Signet. He's going in. Now,
And
how
he
much water
pushes
does... And he puts him to 3 water, so he could go get 2 worms here.
Wow.
Okay. So
And then if he wins it with a worm, which like he's pretty primed to do with that move, could get 2 spy, 4 spice.
Spiraling down.
I'm immediately terrified of Stone if I'm sitting around the table.
Yeah, does Michael even have enough to challenge him, even if he wants to? He's got 4 troops in his garrison, but he knows that 2 worms are potentially coming, which would put Gurney at least 10 strength. I think here you don't challenge him, and you just say, hey, if you want to spend your 3 water to take this big victory, just do it, and
You can.
I'll conserve my forces for another fight. Because if Gurney takes first place here, yes, he gets a lot of cool things, including a lot of spice, but he doesn't get any troops back, and he doesn't get any water back. So he's kind of like, his tank is going to run out if he does it. Other than maybe converting the spice into something really nice.
Yeah, but that's honestly why I might contemplate just spending the 1 water if I am Stone.
I see.
Because you're so dominant in the battle right now anyway. You're going to have 9 power, which barely anybody could touch. Sure, you would get a couple spice by going to the other spot, but you're going to get a ton of spice anyway, and it's not like you're building up with a 6 spice or 5 spice Highliner play on the next round. Presumably you aren't.
Ivan not happy to see Fremkit get taken,
Again,
because you know Ivan just wants to get
Yeah.
hooks as soon as possible for his passive ability.
yeah.
Especially now with the worm, with the wall exploded by an opponent.
And that's I feel like that's the tough call about picking Muad'Dib, is that we saw that also in the semifinal game, the grand semifinal, is that there's so much people will contest that Maker Hook space a ton. And if you, I think Muad'Dib just existing in the game might create even more of that contestation.
Yeah, Michael did just push 1 troop. He's not showing like he cares enough about this.
I really like that play from Michael. He's at Fremkit. He got an extra card. He's sitting pretty with a lot of resources.
You got the combos there. The discard, Spacing Guild, plus the
But wow, it's almost like people
Which thing?
may want to look ahead and
Discard a
start
card for the
trying to
damage.
get spies. Like if somebody goes to
Then when you discard the card,
espionage and place a spy
Translation.
anywhere on a faction
By-
track,
Is it the?
and if somebody
What card did he
other
get?
than
Do you remember
Gurney
what it
could
is?
buy
Discard a card to
Strike
draw a
Fleet
card, or-
and
It's
put a spy on a
discard.
faction
It's
track, like
Yeah.
you really don't want to let the Guild Spire player get all 3 spies on factions.
Yeah.
You got the one that was the spend. You got the spend 4 spice for a point one. That's not a discard.
No, yeah, he also. I think he's at 3.
Oh, the guild spy.
the Guild Spy. Yeah, yeah. What does it do?
So it's he drops a spy, and then it's when you play it, it's like a spy access card. When you play it, you discard a card. If it's and you draw a card. If it's a spacing guild card, you draw an intrigue as well. And then on top of that, if you buy a Spy Smith's Flow, anywhere that has his things on faction access gets a bump. Yeah, so it's a great card.
Wow, that's impressive.
Michael correctly describing the power of
Yeah.
Guild Spy, and you know I'm a little surprised that he didn't talk about how like, hey guys, so maybe we should stuff up these slots to slow it down.
Yeah, I think the players just all talking around the table about how they're immediately terrified of
Sure.
of Stone right now.
Doki. Well, it's a tough time.
We see Stanley just push in 1 as well.
Take your time.
Oh, he's still deciding something, I think. He got his Maker Hook. He got his I guess he was deciding if he wanted to confirm his turn or not.
Diplomacy.
Ivan playing diplomacy. Is he going to go?
Tactics.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Those are
has to,
tactics.
right?
Yeah.
He has to give himself the flexibility, and it's good too because Margot has now grabbed the maker hook as well.
This thing makes is crazy.
He's in 4th position, but this is his potential chance to push 2 troops into combat here.
Trash
Kind of
is a
depends.
dagger.
What is his next play? Like, if his next play is going to be down on Arrakis, he could just hold those troops and wait until his last play. But if his next play is to go up to, Emperor, Spacing Guild, Bene Gesserit, then he's got a big decision now of whether to push 2 troops.
Catching a glimpse at Stone's other hands, he has the dagger,
Yeah.
Dune, and so one symbol of each. He can go anywhere. A green, a yellow, a
The
blue.
yellow is the high impact one. Do you think
Yeah.
he'll
I think you
think he'll
got
get a worm?
with one. Just spend 1 water, plop it in, get 4 spice and 2 spies out of it. Especially with Guild Spy, he could then drop all 3 of his spies
Yep.
on the faction tracks, and then build around a spice must flow like
Yep.
3 faction bump deck.
Yeah, if he had, diplomacy or, some way to get a faction influence, then it would have been more of a question. He's going to Arakeen.
He's going to Arakeen instead. This is really surprising to me.
I wonder if he's just thinking, hey, I'm going to sit on my 3 water until next round and
hoping it's
harvest
something
as
big.
much spice as possible. It might be because of that. What is the card he has? Smuggler's Haven. He might want to convert a whole bunch of spice into points. Like maybe he's focused on that instead of worms.
Right.
Wild.
But if you win with a worm, you get double the
You
spice.
get double the spice. You basically have the Haven anyway.
And if he drew into the Haven, that would have been a horrible card draw at Arakeen.
Yeah, I just think like you're almost everyone used their entry cards last round as well. You're almost guaranteed to
Oh no, I'm kidding.
to win it, and then you're guaranteed to lock up those faction spaces with your spies, which just makes the Guild Spy such a danger, right?
That makes sense. Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, he's already
No, sorry. I was joking. It's completely reasonable.
arguably the best spy on the Bene Gesserit because that spy allows him to kind of get more spies
Yeah.
whenever he kind of needs to. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, just doubling here would have been so key.
Yeah, a very surprising play from Stone.
And does he reveals first, so he could get Strike Fleet and get another spy. So maybe that's his plan. Maybe he's thinking like, why place 2 spies with a worm if I can just place 1 spy and buy Strike Fleet?
Right. That must be it, right? Because then if he's saying, okay, and I get the additional spice by going to the worms anyway next time, I'll be able to drop the 6 in there, get 6 power with the worm, so I can double down on Gurney's ability. Like, I see the justification. I just, I don't know. The combo of Guild Spy and then having Space in Guild's favor also feels like just go down the. Sure, you have a worm. Sure, you have a maker hook, but that makes you a threat and have the possibility of like scooping up a couple things and then reinvesting that into your Space in Guild engine.
Did Michael get that Rebel smuggler card earlier?
I think so. I think it went into
Or Rebel Supplier?
I'm not sure. I actually don't know where Rebel Supplier ended up in whose hand, because I know Michael did get the undercover asset, and he only had 4 buying power, so I don't think he would have been able to afford Rebel Supplier.
He's using it now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually meant the player who's playing Margot.
Oh
Stanley.
yeah, I believe Stanley got the Rebel Supplier. Yeah.
But this is key. This is why
Yeah.
that undercover asset is so good early in the game. He's able to just like bypass the requirement for shipping, go up there, spend his spice, get 5 money, and take
Yeah.
a bump somewhere.
And also bad news for Muad'Dib if he does bump on Fremen, which he's incentivized to do so. He could then go get his hook if he wanted to be competitive in the hook game.
First off.
But a nice 5. He's sitting at 7 Solari.
Yeah, let's get bump on Fremen.
And we don't need like this many tiles to be fair. I'll have some.
All players sitting at 4, sitting at 2 on the Fremen track at the end of the 3rd round.
I was really bummed.
And how much money does that put Michael at? 7, it looks like?
7, yeah.
Not quite enough for a Swordmaster.
Yeah.
I think Stanley is having a rough game. Yes, he just got his hooks here. But having gotten thwarted in that combat for 2 troops for nothing,
Right.
he's on his back foot. I think he needs to come up with something good.
Yeah, agreed. It's almost that, sure, that set off a chain reaction to make Ivan and Stone both play their intrigue cards, but it's that sort of thing of if you hurt yourself to tear down other people, only the rest of the table benefits. And he definitely wasn't banking on those being combat intrigue cards. Not sitting with any spice, but having that water, opting for Dune the Desert Planet. Is he going to go for the worm right here? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he is, because he's not doing this just for 2 spice. So yeah, I like this move, even though it is risky. If he gets nothing from this combat, he is dead in the water.
Yeah.
Or dead in the desert.
Keep him get boat.
Dead in the desert without any water.
One of those.
Right.
High Council.
High Council for Muad'Dib.
Nice. Yeah, I think Ivan just wants to make sure he locks down one of those key bonuses of either High Council or Swordmaster. He had the 5.
It also
Might as
opens
well
up
play it.
Paracompass.
Yeah.
Paracompass becomes a much better card when you have High Council. It's kind
Certainly.
of almost a dud when you don't.
And there's that strike fleet grab from Stone, like we were talking about, which makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense as to.
I think you have to. I think you have to put this on Fremen, because Fremen helps you not only with Guild Spy but with Strike Fleet itself. Oh, he puts it on. He puts it there to guarantee that he can get to a worm when he wants one. I guess. Okay, that's reasonable.
That seems reasonable, yeah. Because that with the Maker hooks getting gobbled up and everybody at Fremen, just locking that place.
Sure.
In play makes sense. He has the 3 water to grab the worms on his next time, and then he knows he's going to pick up a water at some point down the line. But Stone's going heavy into that combat, which makes sense with Gurney.
Yeah, the Spy in the desert also makes sense for the Smuggler's Haven card.
Michael snaps up the Space in Guild's favor, which I suppose combos with Undercover Asset, in that they're both Space and Guild cards, but doesn't really have a discard engine, I think.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's still a card that plays to Space and Guild and draws you a card when you play it, which is better than, Diplomacy.
Worms this round.
He's saving it. He's gonna win every fight and get the best card. Every.
The politicking. They're right to be politicking. They should be talking smack against somebody who's bought like 2 of the best cards.
Absolutely. Ivan saying, oh, he's saving it. He's saving it so that he can win every single fight and get the best cards.
Then it's my reveal.
The Maker Keeper going towards Stanley, Lady Margot over there.
Let's see, was my assumption right?
Maker Keeper being great because of the now 2 influence on Fremen.
I might have. Could have been anything.
Stanley almost caught first place here with just a worm and a troop. Now I
Yeah.
understand why he put a troop in. How many swords did he reveal?
I was like, do
He
I
was
just
on
early reveal
5,
for
so
the
he had
extra 2
3
swords
swords in
and,
his
like, get
reveal?
Strike Fleet or something like that, But if he had a dagger, then we tie for 3rd and then we lose.
The strike fleet's so good.
Yeah, I suppose he must have had Rebel Supplier then as well, or he had, or Sardaukar. Sardaukar Coordination is more likely what he had. Get. Yeah, and not a bad pickup from Stanley in that second place position. He'd walk away with 2 intrigue cards, 2 troops back in his garrison, and 2 spice. That's a nice response from Stanley losing that initial, that level 2 one.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like Sardaukar and 2 daggers.
Thank you.
Muad'Dib picks up the Northern Watermaster as well.
It's a good card when you have Fremen.
No, it's the third one?
Especially with Chani in there, we have a double Fremen bond potential.
Mm-hmm. Another Spacing Guild's
All
favorite.
right.
Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah, also grab that Desert Survival. Interesting, so he had 5 to play with. He didn't opt for that Paracompass, but I like that play. Gives him some water, gives him the... He's really creating a Fremen deck because he knows he has those 2 Fremen bond cards in his deck. Living up to the thematics of his character.
Double.
Yeah, take 2 spice,
Yep.
2 intrigues,
So really gonna go.
and 2 troops.
Stanley has new life after getting that worm in.
Yep.
2 intrigues now. Who knows what he might have.
And for 2 spots.
And in this case, it was Irulan who got
So for
shut out.
Yeah.
Get the maker.
Oh, I see it wrong. I think it's yellow.
Yeah.
It should be red.
3 rounds in.
Oh, it looks like Stone thought he had a match.
Should be the.
Oh, you thought it was a bunny, but it's actually a dagger.
Oh.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, because of the yellow bag.
You seem to be doing.
Oh my gosh.
great.
Spice Refinery also with that banner there. Do you think we'll see anybody use the Spice Refinery? I mean, Stanley could go and get the 8 if he needs to get his Swordmaster.
I expect to see it. It is a strong play when early in the game when you have Spice.
Yeah, and it's not like giving the 1 Solari to Stone is really game breaking at this point, so it's not like people have to avoid it.
Yeah.
We're on to round 4. The round 4 card is Shadow Contest, where you can move up on the Bene Gesserit track and get an intrigue card. It's an Ornithopter. The second place will get an intrigue, a spice, and a troop. Very similar, exactly similar to the last second place. And then third place gets a spice and a troop as well. I think we talked about this last time, but I really like how the rewards are troops for like third or second, like a lot of in the level 2 ones, and just give you that potential for back-to-back attacks.
Here. Bum. I get $2. When I hit
Stone sitting on
the
almost
hero
all the
track, I
water
draw
at the
an
table. He's
intrigue
got 3 water, and
Yeah.
then 2 players have none.
I like this play from Michael. He uses his Seek allies to go move up on the Emperor track. He's uncontested on the Emperor track. It gives him the 2 Solari that he needs. It's very clear a Swordmaster's coming.
Yeah. I'd love to see Margot have a spy on available for Rebel Supplier.
Mm-hmm.
But that would require either going to espionage or playing a ring. Well, here's the ring. Already has hooks, so why
Just doing that as the block, maybe, for
just
Muad'Dib?
for the water?
Just for the water?
Wanting to make sure he can get worms again.
Specifically
Yeah.
this guy.
I did
and
it,
him,
you know.
and him.
Come on, don't leave me out
And
of it.
You
yeah,
had the
I would
option.
expect
I had the option.
a spy next to the Spice Refinery here, and then play Rebel Supplier to Spice Refinery if you have it in hand.
Yeah. That would be an ideal setup, because he knows he's not going to beat Michael to Swordmaster this round, but he can...
Right, set up for later. Yeah, like I don't like this play because he doesn't have the 2 water, so he's not even threatening research station. So this spy is just a dud
Right.
spy, which might be an indication that he doesn't have Rebel Supplier and he's just planning to go to like a faction space.
I believe it's like if you pay a cost, it
But Rebel Supplier gives you 2 troops out of nowhere, if you recall a spy. So like that's not a joke for a 3-cost card.
Yeah.
My understanding is that is permissive. I want to throw away 3 cards. Oh, yeah.
I'm fairly sure that's the same thing. It's like it's up to.
Right, up to, yeah. If it's
A lot of people talk about how Strike Fleet is one of the best cards in the game, and it is certainly up there. But Rebel Supplier you can get a lot cheaper, and it's almost as good as Strike Fleet in a sense.
And it's free. What is it called?
Yeah, it's just one troop less.
Not in the zone, but on
That must have been an intrigue card that placed. Looks like a distraction. Distraction got placed by putting 3 troops into the conflict. You're able to place a spy anywhere, even where somebody else has a spy on an observation post.
Nice.
Okay. Tough times.
Thank you, Josh.
Out here.
Yeah, and so ops for Benny Gesserit, which I like that play. I find that the Benny Gesserit spy the spot is often one of the most contested, just because you do have that opportunity to go and get another spy and keep cycling things.
I love the play because now it stops Stone from going there, pulling the spy, and then just putting it right back. He's not allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah, it's a really good attack towards who I think all the players believe to be the leader at this point in time.
30 seconds while I shuffle.
Even though Michael may be ahead in points, it still definitely feels like Stone. But this is a really interesting garrison as well. They've all kind of gone around. Everyone's garrisons are empty except for Michael's again. And so Michael having a lot of choice to...
Sorry, I didn't realize you were shuffling.
Yeah,
My bad.
and he's going to get Swordmaster and have last
Yeah, I just wanted to see it again.
last
It's
action
beautiful.
here probably.
I love it. It's so beautiful.
I feel like I've seen Michael play in one of these games before, right? Like,
Yes.
has he been a finalist in
Yeah,
Dune
he
before?
was in 2023. He came in second place in Dune Imperium.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so he's
Good
back
player.
for revenge. I think he was talking a little bit at the beginning of the table. He's like, "Yeah, I was a finalist, and then I went out first in 2024. There's always the chance,
And I get $2.
But he made his way back here and is now sitting again at the final table.
That's awesome.
Then
So we see Smuggler's Hideout, Dagger, Desert Survival, convincing argument in Stone's hand right now.
You think he's just going to go collect all that spice at the deep desert and convert 4 of it into a point?
Do you have entries, Michael? I have one.
Yeah, it could be.
Nope, he's doing, he wants to trash. Oh, what he might be doing is setting up for a Highliner. Here, does he have, how much spice does he have?
Yeah, he does have 6 with that. He also was able to get 3 spice on that single space, which is really good. Doesn't have to spend his water, building up that spice.
That's a good play then, if you got 3 spice from it.
Yeah. Yeah, the player's letting that accrue for too long.
Play Signet Ring. Go up, get Swordmaster.
There's the
Signet Ring,
Swordmaster.
Swordmaster's dropped in.
Is he going to trash, what is he going to trash from hand
I'm
here?
going to use my Signet Ring ability to blow up the Sadokar soldier.
The soldier.
The
Goodbye,
soldier, he
soldier.
had it. He
Hello,
had the
intrigue.
combo.
Spice.
Wow.
And spice. Great play.
That's I mean, this is why Princess Irulan is so tough as well, because there's no guarantee you're going to shuffle the Signet Ring in the same hand as the ones that you want to get rid of.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But a really nice timing pickup for Michael.
And he's probably going to have an easy second or third place here if he doesn't want to try to win first
How many? What?
Cards are in your hand.
Oh, 3.
with his last
Card that
agent.
Trash dagger. You have strike fleet. And I can't let
So we're over to Stanley. Stanley has 1 on the board. Yeah, he played that spy in, I agree, a bit of a questionable spot.
Yeah, strike fleet.
I mean, the wall's already blown up. The Acre Hook's already been taken. You're just securing that water, whereas the better water to get is really at the Spacing Guild, because you can then go up the track.
and he could use 2 Solari right now, so like he kind of wants to play to the
Yeah.
Spice Refinery so he can set himself up for Swordmaster next round.
Yeah, especially since he's going first.
But he had the diplomacy, so that was a reason to not care as much. Although here, like, where do you go? Like, I would certainly consider Hardy Warriors and just putting a troop in to hope for second or third. Probably not second, but third.
Well, no, he's currently got Stanley, so he's blue, so he's got the
Oh, he has the 3 in
he
already.
has the 3
Gotcha.
in there. Yeah.
Okay, so he probably just goes up to like secrets or deliver
Yeah.
supplies.
Yeah, I'd see a Benny Gesserit makes sense because he also has that other Maker Keeper in his hand, but he makes a push for the Fremen Alliance track, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, drawing a card is always good. Maybe he's hoping to get one of these big cards like Junction Headquarters.
If you don't plan for it, yeah, you have no chance of winning.
Oh, that was a strike fleet? Wait, what? How did he get all those troops?
Oh, he does another intrigue card play. Plays a plot card. Spends some spice.
2 spice for 3 troops. Wow. Do you think that putting 5 troops against nothing here is worth it?
I think it isn't. I mean, I guess he's afraid of Stone dropping in both of the worms.
Sure.
And felt like he needed the extra strength, but why? I mean,
Is he sitting on another intrigue? I wonder if he has a retreat troops intrigue ready to go. Because that would certainly explain why he's showing so many troops here.
Yeah. The other aspect on that card, it was Depart for Arrakis. If he had 3 influence and spacing, he would have been able to draw a card, but he's nowhere near that, so just decided to play it now while he had the spice. It just feels... yeah, there has to be a retreat in his hand. That just feels so powerful to save.
I can't tell if he has another intrigue based on the cameras.
Yeah. I think they like to rest them on the edge of the game theory table, which...
But he did win 2 in that last battle, but he used distraction, right? So with distraction and this one, so I think that's the only 2 he had then.
Yeah, I think there might be 1 in front of him.
Okay. Well, for his sake, I hope it's a retreat.
Yeah. Yeah, because certainly if I'm Stone right now, I say, okay, well, I'll just put 1 worm in again, or save my water, or
Go to espionage.
Ivan getting, I believe, his first spy on the board.
I'm really surprised that neither Stanley nor Ivan went to Spice Refinery to try to gear up for a 6-cost Swordmaster. Maybe they didn't have circle icons.
Yeah. It's always that tough choice too, right? Whenever you have diplomacy in your hand, you feel the pressure to use it because the faction tracks are so important to be efficient on moving up because they generate you those points. But yeah, I'm also really shocked too, especially with a discounted Swordmaster next round and the conflict not providing you with Solari.
He puts the spy up there, which I think makes sense. So he is sniffing a Swordmaster at some point soon, and he doesn't want to be blocked.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, so.
Here's the Smuggler's Haven play from Stone.
Yeah.
Does not go... Okay, he's just gonna...
He's just gonna put one worm.
Shuffle.
He's gonna get a point.
That's a good play.
I don't know if there's any way to slow him down.
He has no troops, so he's just gonna have a quote-unquote vulnerable worm in the conflict. But there's not much anybody can do about it because only Michael has a Swordmaster. I guess Michael can try to come in, but he's guaranteed 3rd place here.
Yeah, exactly. So he knows he's going to get some value from it. Michael, I overheard him saying, I don't know if there's any way to slow him down. Yeah, Stone also opts to take off that spy to draw a card, which... I don't know. I might have wanted to leave that there. I mean, I guess if you're building up for guild spy, but it doesn't seem like that's something that he cares about. Oh, and it's also because he has all 3 spies on the board. That's why.
His spies are in.
Over Arakeen and then at the Bene Gesserit track,
Yeah,
and then he just removed
the
it.
Arakeen one is the surprising one with
Yeah.
Guild Spy, and I mean he has Strike Fleet too.
He's already
Yeah, he has Strike Fleet as well.
Yeah, maybe that's for Strike Fleet.
I mean, yeah, Strike Fleet, I'm not going to beat Strike Fleet.
It's only 3.
Yeah, but then
I mean, Michael is talking about how there's no way to stop him, but Michael is pursuing a way to stop him, which is to win economically. You know, getting a Swordmaster, maybe getting a High Council at some point. Swordmaster, even though it's named kind of because it gives you that last push into the battle with your 3rd agent. It is also very good at just getting a lot of faction influence because it's giving you more card plays per round.
Right. Yeah,
He pushes 3.
Yeah,
Wow.
he was saying he was worried. Well, I can't beat Strike Fleet if he's got Strike Fleet in his hand. Michael will be out of luck, but we know that he doesn't unless he drew it off the top of his deck.
Right.
I have 4. I'll take Dangerous Rhetoric.
Yeah, that's an interesting play by Michael. He's almost willing to sacrifice a little bit of his power to try to slow Stone down.
Well, I think the players, again, they're all recognizing around the table that Stone has the potential to run away with the game. You see a Truth Trance and a Chani reveal for Ivan.
Bene Gesserit Operative is a really good card, especially if you're Margot, you always have spies on board.
It's a shame Ivan, again, didn't have those troops to retreat to get into the battle. Not capitalizing on the bottom of Chani right now. This is also the danger I feel of in Dune Imperium or games, any game with sort of direct conflict, is by making yourself an overt leader right away. People do need to attack you, and you can see the table looking at Stone, and all 3 of their eyes are on Stone.
Yeah, I mean, Dune Imperium doesn't allow people to attack you directly as much as some other games, but there are definitely ways in which you can play to thwart a specific opponent.
For sure.
Did he reveal Strike Fleet? It does not look like it.
I'd just be happy. You're
No swords. He just has 3.
2 troops instead of 3.
Yeah, so Michael is saying, I could have just put 2 troops in.
Yeah, but at that point, you need to be... like, if you're going to make a push for it, you got to do 3 at that point if you're Michael.
Oh, again. Okay.
I've got 3. I'll get Gesserit Operative.
We also see Stone pick up Bene Gesserit Operative and Reliable Informant as well.
Was it Stone? I thought Michael picked up Bene Gesserit Operative. I thought I heard Michael say that he picked up Bene Gesserit Operative.
No, I saw Stone grab it because Michael's the last person to reveal because of his Swordmaster. But Michael passes, I think, opting not to. Oh no, that was the
Combat.
That was the combat. But I can see a little piece of Bene Gesserit Operative in Stone's discard as well. It's his bottom card in his discard pile.
It makes me wonder if there were 2 Bene Gesserit Operatives, if Michael also got one.
Casualties.
Well,
so Stone gets 3rd and gets the 2 spice and 2 troops. Michael, with that push, gets 1 spice, an intrigue card, and a troop. And then Stanley, with the big push of 5 troops, gets him that bump on the Bene Gesserit track.
and
Seeing a quick glimpse of Stone's hand here, he has the Signet Ring, he has Guild Spy again, Diplomacy, Dune Desert Planet, and maybe a dagger.
Someone like to cut.
Where
Where are Stone's points coming from? Did he convert 4 spice into a point with the Smuggler's Haven?
I don't think he did.
Because he's on 3 points. They started at 1.
Oh no,
got
he
a
did. He
Fremen.
did. He put the
Yeah, he
spice
must have.
aside, so
Yeah, he
he was
must have.
counting it up. And also a potential of him just wanting to continue to stockpile that spice, so whenever that card comes around, he can make good on it.
Where is Alti?
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen many games where an early worm player, or a player who's ahead early, the tides turn because they don't devote enough time to get Solari to get some of the, Swordmaster High Council stuff. So hopefully that doesn't happen here to Stone.
We get a Vegas earthquake.
Sure. Yeah, the old Vegas earthquake.
Because that worm last round was okay, but it wasn't. I would say that it wasn't even as good as like setting yourself up to get a Swordmaster. Like I'd rather just get no rewards and get Swordmaster this round.
Yeah, it was really surprising, especially from Stanley. Like Stanley could be grabbing Swordmaster right now. I see he has Rebel Supplier in his hand. We cut a little glimpse of it.
The thing that you're smelling.
It's like a.
Yeah, this is where I would have loved to have seen that blue spy be a little bit more to the right.
Headaches and won 3 games in a row. It's crazy.
When I play three-person game, I think a lot of people they just.
Sounds like Stone has had a headache all day, and he won 3 games with a headache.
Yeah, you'll see that little that package in his hand. It's sort of a smelling salt, if you will, to clear the mind that he's sharing around the table.
Is it spice?
Yeah.
It's for the Thailand.
Oh, cool.
Is this game taking place like late night, like at the end of a long?
This would be at the end of a long day. Yeah, players would have started around 9 or 10, and so I believe in the morning, and I believe this was scheduled to start around 8 or 9 at night. I do love seeing the difference between this game and the semifinal game. We see how many times players have used that top right section of just 2 Solari and a card.
The tournament.
So at least that was Stanley's path to get up to his 6 Solari, and he knows nobody else is going to hit that 6 Solari. So Stanley primed to get that Swordmaster as well.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing those plays because I'm so used to playing with the contracts that I didn't even think about how you can just get the 2 Solari immediately.
Yeah. We see Reconnaissance and Spice Refinery from Ivan, yeah.
Okay, so we might see double Swordmaster this round, right? Because of Ivan's
I think
spy?
we will, yeah. And then the conflict this round has a Desert Mouse. It's a trade dispute, so you get 2 Solari, a water, trash a card if you win it, or a water, spice and trash a card for 2nd place, or a water and a troop. So just being involved in this conflict with a worm and placing at all gives you a lot of flexibility if you want to go heavy worms moving forward.
Yeah, and here comes Stone getting his 3rd water. But he is now essentially, he is in that spot of like going heavy on worms early, but not economically set up to get Swordmaster or High Council.
Yeah. The 1 Solari that Ivan fed him is not going to cut it at this point.
Although if he wins this with worms, he'll get 4 Solari.
Yeah. 4 Solari, he'd get 2 additional water, and he'd get to trash 2 cards, which would be pretty huge. And also, I think there's no world in which Stone doesn't drop and grab that what is now 4 spice stacked up in that maker space.
Well, that's a world where it could be 1 more next round, Chris.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he's greedy.
That's true. Even I'm not that greedy, Paul. I'm one of the greediest players alive.
Get a water.
Michael, first player of the game to go to the Spacing Guild, goes get some water.
A bit of a surprise considering there's quite a few Spacing Guild cards in people's hands.
Michael's well set up in this game, I think, even though he doesn't have worms, he doesn't have maker hooks. He's ahead on 2 faction tracks where nobody else has shown any inclination to go to at all. So maybe he he could end up with a couple alliances by letting other people fight for Bene Gesserit and Fremen.
Yeah. Michael does have incentive to hit 2 on Bene Gesserit as well, because he does have that Maker Keeper in his hand.
I see. Well, that's not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think. He is at 0.
Yeah.
That looks so fun.
Yeah, we saw Stanley grab that
I will also go
Swordmaster,
Swordmaster.
and we'll see Muad'Dib grab that Swordmaster as well with his Signet Ring. A nice spy placement there from Muad'Dib, who still hasn't managed to get that Maker Hook in round 5. A pretty big blow, just being consistently blocked.
The good news for Stone, even though he doesn't have his Swordmaster and everybody else does, is that he was just, he was at the end of a long queue, and now the queue has become shorter.
It's too late now. I couldn't see it.
I mean, that really didn't work last time, so. It hasn't really worked at all.
All right, the moment of truth. Does he go to Deep Desert?
I think he has to. The benefit of is too much.
With just a Dune, takes the bonus spice.
Yeah. He gets
Honest-
4 spice out of it.
Honestly, if he gets 2 worms here, I feel like he pushed too many troops.
Yeah.
If he's just winning this by too much.
Yeah,
Especially if he reveals Strike Fleet for 3 more swords.
Right.
Okay.
You guys have effectively kept me off combat, so hopefully you can do something about it.
Rats, and the rats.
All right. Let's see.
So it effectively cost him 1 water if he gets two water back.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's like he paid a turn and a water for the bonus spice and 4 Solari and 2 trashes. It's a good deal.
Mm-hmm. Player's taking a look at Stone's discard pile, just eyeing what he's going to trash.
Play reconnaissance.
Stone's really got a lot of trashing going on as well, because he wants that Smuggler's Haven to pop up over and over. And so he's got Desert Survival, which can trash and allow him to have worms. Just really pushing towards that slight deck.
Okay.
The issue with his deck is that he's not optimizing for Guild Spy.
True.
Like, you kind of need to buy 2 persuasion cards to get Guild Spy going.
Yeah, I think Guild Spy might have been an earlier grab, and then now he's going to just ignore it entirely.
Maybe. I mean, even if he gets a couple Spacing Guild cards that he can discard with Guild Spy on the play, that could be good.
Even more rainbows than me. My garbage. Alright, so
Yeah, I agree with you, though. I like how many resources Michael has had as well. Michael getting to Swordmaster first was nice. Getting an additional turn out of that. I think that also is really scary for Stone now that all 3 players have their Swordmaster and he doesn't. Ivan having both High Council and Swordmaster, so the Paracompass in prime grabbing for Ivan.
Yeah, a strange Muad'Dib game.
For
It's
sure.
Not doing Muad'Dib things, even in a game where an opponent blew the wall.
Yeah. Stanley drops the Maker Keeper. Getting full value out of that. Getting a water and a spice out of it.
Water. Maker Keeper gives me a water and spice.
Now everybody's going to have, well, everybody except for Ivan is going to have a bunch of water going into the next round.
Yeah.
Just a large one.
This is the most popular Siege Tabor ever.
Yeah.
Lots of players going there. But only 2 maker hooks on the table?
Yeah, that's wild. They just keep on. It potentially is that just that denial game, right? Not
Yeah.
wanting people to have those as a possibility. Lady Margot also, I think he was able to capitalize on that. Well, he was able to capitalize on that spy, which is why there's 2 people there. Just really prioritizing that spot as a water generation.
He's got to put a troop in, right? At least one.
Yeah, I think he's debating that right now, or unless he's already passed it to Ivan.
Unless he feels like Ivan is... No, Ivan can't even get a troop.
Yeah.
Because Ivan doesn't have 2 water for research station.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have 1 water for hardy warriors.
Ivan plays his desert survival. All of the good triangle spaces right now are blocked.
Yeah. Ivan is in a rough spot. I wonder if Ivan feels like, hey, why is everybody blocking me? I'm probably doing the worst in this game, and everybody keeps trying to block me at Siege Tabor.
Strong, it's very strong, but for star 4, I will just
Strike Fleet next turn.
pass.
Yeah,
Was the
I
last
think it's
card?
just
Yeah, that was his last card. That's convenient.
Michael counting Stone's deck and keeping track of what's in everyone's hands.
Yeah. It's scary, but I think he overpaid here, which helps the other players.
Dagger.
Slingshot. They're going to have 3 actions to his 2.
All right, I'll be back. Sorry.
Let's just Assembly Hall. Draw another Intrigue.
How many tree you have?
I have 4, which I will then play 1. Spend $1.
Ooh, that's a good intrigue for somebody who wants to get Spacing Guild or Emperor. I think he takes Spacing Guild here and activates shipping,
I think
which
so as well.
which is going to give him the Solari he needs to go to Imperial Privilege, which he's the only player with the privilege of being able to go there.
Right.
That's a big advantage, actually,
Yeah.
when you're the only person at the table who can go to Imperial Privilege. And he's got 3 intrigues, so he'll be able to get rid of his worst one
Yeah.
multiple times, I would imagine.
Get that
based
additional
on-
draw, wait out everybody, wait out Stone's worms to see if there's any way he needs to pick up value from the conflict or not. Or he
Yeah.
can cycle through the intrigue deck, really, and try to find those point generators.
Too much space.
And as strong as Stone's deck is, he is quite lacking in his faction influence. He only has 1 point and kind of half a point on Benny Jessert and nothing on the other
Right.
2. Although that's kind of almost everybody at the table except for Michael is in that situation.
Yeah, Michael having 3 points total, moved up 6 spaces on the faction tracks.
And clear sailing ahead with access to shipping. He
Yeah.
can push his advantage in politics. So let's say he finds he concedes Fremen, he never goes to Fremen again.
Power?
He'll want to get Benny Gesserit. That's 1, 2, 3 more points you could get just from politics.
I think Michael grabbing the calculus of power that just turned up.
That's a great card.
I didn't quite see who grabbed Junction Headquarters, but that was no longer in the row. And then it makes sense. He snaps up wheels within wheels with that his now spacing and Emperor influences.
Stilgar just came up, which could be a bomb if somebody's set up for it. Is Ivan... How many Fremen does Ivan have? At least 2?
Oh yeah. Well, Ivan has at least 3.
So Ivan's thinking, hey, give me Stilgar.
Yeah, that's Ivan's way back into this game, is grabbing Stilgar. And Ivan will be first player next.
Which means he reveals first if Stone goes and gets his Swordmaster and nobody early reveals.
If not, then Stone could be primed to grab it. I mean, Stone will have Strike Fleet next in his hand.
You get a water.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of an overpayment from Stone. Could have gotten away with 2 troops or just 1, but it's I understand him pushing those in.
And a water.
Also late at night. I mean, I would not be nearly as sharp as these guys are if I had started playing at 9 or 10 in the morning.
For
and,
sure.
It's 12 plus hours later.
It is absolutely a marathon. Stone also now getting that Desert Mouse to get the point.
Wouldn't you put the harvest?
Yeah, I think it's just Naga.
Yeah, for Michael, I think he's got a strong game set up, but he needs to find a way to get his battle icon match.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just going to be relying on 6 faction points and Spice Must flows, but he would need 3 Spice Must flows to pull that off.
Well, this certainly isn't going to be a match for him with an Ornithopter flipping up Emperor Track, Spy, and Solari, which the Solari doesn't feel like it's of that much interest to many people other than Sloan at this point. Sloan drawing into Strike Fleet has that Benny Gesserit operative in his hand as well. Desert Survival. A lot of the cards he's purchased are in his hand right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Reliable Informant.
I think Solari is still good when you're low on Solari because, like, only one player has a High Council.
True.
Michael certainly wants Solari for privilege.
Yeah.
So I think this is a strong second place reward for Solari and a troop.
For Solari, yeah, for sure. Win it with a worm, you've got Solari for the rest of the game.
What they don't want to happen is these are the battles that Stone wants to win because he gets his faction bumps by winning combats like this with a worm. Obviously, he's not the only player with worms now, and what is it? Margot has worms, and Margot has 4 water. So actually, Margot is now in a stronger spot. Other than the fact that we know that Stone has the Strike Fleet potential.
Well, the rest of the table does know that Stone has Strike Fleet in his hand as well because
in his hand right now.
Yeah, Michael was keeping track, and it was the last card in his discard pile, in his deck rather. So before he shuffled.
Michael, sharp as ever after many hours of play.
Yeah, that's why you see Michael looking through people's discard piles pretty frequently, even before they're about to shuffle. Ivan grabs his hook. Muad'Dib is in the game with Chani. Chani helps him get it.
That's unfortunate that he had to play Chani to go there, because Chani you really want to have 3 troops in the battle to get your intrigue.
Yeah. Yeah, Ivan having some really unfortunate timing around the table. Definitely, the point scores don't always reflect the positioning of this game, but I think Ivan is likely trailing behind the other 3 at this point, with Stone still pretty much in the lead, but Michael making a push, and Stanley could make a big push with this play as well. I could see Stanley getting back into it on this round, depending how it goes.
Interesting. He's not going to set up for a Swordmaster. He only needed 1 more Solari.
Yeah.
I have to question this line of play. Well,
I suppose it's round 6. He may not feel like he could get value out of that Swordmaster. He wants to prioritize drawing through his deck, and he wanted to prioritize dropping down that spy, so he always has access to worms for conflicts, or especially for the conflict that's going to happen next time. It could also be that he is hoping for the level 3 conflict where you spend Solari to get a point, and realizing that might be his only play rather than investing in the Swordmaster. So I could see that potential line of thinking.
Yeah, maybe. It's a risky line.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that card will not be at the bottom of the conflict deck, right?
Yeah, like if he wins in 7 rounds, then it's a brilliant strategy. But if
Yeah.
the game goes longer, like lack of a Swordmaster is really gonna be painful.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because he can make up those points with the Swordmaster on his alliance tracks, or make a push for an alliance
Yeah, I'll just play
token.
intelligence reports.
Yeah, like this does seem to indicate like, hey, I'm just gonna strike fleet to Haga Basin, even if somebody blocks it, and
Yeah.
get three troops and a worm. But
Michael did also have that Benny Gesserit operative, as we
Okay,
can see.
that
We can
makes sense
see
then.
played in front. So they both showing us at the same time. They heard us talking.
Where would you put a spy if you were Michael? Or did he already place a spy on Spacing Guild? Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, I think he did. He did already place it on Spacing Guild.
It's a good
Yeah.
place for a spy.
Yeah, I like that as a potential. He knows he wants to go up and get that alliance token, and it's going to be a little bit more contested, those spaces, than the Emperor for sure.
He doesn't have to put a spy on Imperial Privilege, which in a lot of the games I play, there's kind of a battle for Imperial Privilege, and a spy there is quite useful. But since he's the only one who has access, I guess somebody else has the card that allows you to bypass restrictions, and I can't remember which player has that card.
It's Michael.
Oh, it is Michael. So
Yeah.
never mind. Nobody can block him there.
Yeah, undercover asset.
Yeah.
I think we're on Stanley right now, and he's deciding what does he do, where does he go, which worms does he push.
Looks like he's getting a worm at Haga,
Yeah.
using his signet, and hopefully for his sake he's got... Well, he didn't place a spy. Place your spy, Stanley.
Spy.
There you go.
Yeah. And
Another unusual... Like, why does he keep putting it there? Like, he could go...
well, I guess Spice Refinery isn't as important to him now because he did get the Swordmaster. So,
True.
and Stone is blocking the sort of typical spy placement in Arakeen.
Yeah, true. I guess he just values the
The water.
troop in the water more than the option to get Solari. Which makes sense, I guess, especially with this conflict up.
Yeah. And he's gonna have all the Solari he wants now.
The
But
problem-
I think previously I still stand by our Spice Refinery, but he was able to get his Swordmaster either way. So
Yeah. The thing is, like, you kind of want to use spies to draw cards instead of infiltrate, right?
Yeah.
Because you're looking for Spice Must Flows, and you need cards to get Spice Must Flows. But maybe he's going to go to Research Station and draw 3.
Mhm.
Here we go.
See the strike fleet.
Good block by Stanley, making that spy be used for infiltrate instead of card draw.
Yeah.
And he's going in heavy with... He could put all, but he's deciding that maybe this is enough.
Yeah. It's a pretty solid push. Again, he's going to get that. He's going to get 1 point out of this conflict, and he's not going to match the symbols, unfortunately, because it's Ornithopter and he has a Chris knife.
I think we might see a Highliner by Stanley here to come and take first place here. He's got the spice for it.
Yeah.
He needs the bump for a point with Spacing Guild. This would get him 2 bumps for the Emperor.
Yeah.
To get, so he could get like
What's a victory point?
at least 2 points here.
And the benefit of having Stone play Strike Fleet
No, sorry,
means
I mean,
that it's not in his hand to add those 3 surprise daggers on the reveal.
Yeah, you should.
But if he has Rebel Supplier to Research Station could also get him the victory and a Spice Must Flow potentially. So either of those plays is potentially a good, strong 2-point play.
Yeah, it's a tough call for Stanley, but I feel like he needs to, with a worm in the battle, he gets the same benefit as Stone. He also gets a point. I think he might want to save that spice for a later highliner because he knows everybody else has it. I mean, again, if you don't have the Spacing Guild symbol, which he doesn't really have those symbols throughout his deck other than his diplomacy, so that may not even be an option to him.
Yeah, so if you only have diplomacy and you have it this turn, I think you bite the bullet and just go there this turn.
Okay.
Yeah, but Stanley also, I also thought he had 1 point on, because of how the players have arranged the line on the tracks. I thought Stanley had 1 point on spacing, but it's actually Ivan who does. Stanley doesn't have any points on spacing, so it makes Highliner a little less incentivized at this point.
A little less, but not
supremely.
tremendously less.
Yeah.
You're going to want that point regardless. I guess Stanley is happy that nobody has challenged him on Fremen since he took a step up into the third influence slot there, and everybody else has just been, all right, it's yours, I guess.
Yeah, everyone saying they spent enough time investing in Fremen at the beginning of the game. I've just been desperately trying to get those maker hooks. We're still at Michael right now. Taking a long time. Dropping down his Maker Keeper.
Is he going to go Research Station?
It feels like that's, again, because Michael is not really in the battles. So does he have the potential to get to a Spice Must Flow?
He's pulling it back. I wonder if he's thinking about going... Does he have a triangle? Can he go to shipping, push up on Bene Gesserit so that he can fully enable his Maker Keeper?
Yeah.
There's the triangle.
There it is,
I think that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, wow.
He values his spice too much, and he wants to draw a card, I suppose, which is reasonable. Maybe he's eyeing a Spice Must Flow regardless of playing Maker Keeper. Maybe Maker Keeper reveals for 2, so.
Yeah, exactly. Holding on to it is pretty good. Or he might want to give himself, again, that flexibility to see whatever he drew. He's been trying to track his own deck as well to know exactly if he's going to be able to draw into.
Here's Stanley. Here's the highliner. Yeah, I think that the table, other than Stone, is happy to see this because he's effectively, elbowing Stone from orbit.
Yeah, I heard him say, "If I don't, you just win."
I mean, it's also great.
So we saw him sort of agonizing over that decision.
Good.
2 points.
But
we
it's so
need
much
to
effort.
stop.
Especially with the 3s coming up right away. It's like,
But he still has another play, right? Like he could have delayed that decision. Wasn't that only his second agent?
Yeah, he does have his third agent.
Yeah, I wonder if he was worried that somebody else like Ivan was going to do it.
Yeah, Ivan would be so much less incentivized to do so because he doesn't have his worm yet.
Right.
Totally. Perfect. Spring the
Stone
traps.
should be revealing right now.
Yep. So, and this would have been the information that Stanley could have used.
Right.
I don't see any. Maybe one sword. Not sure. Yep.
Yeah.
One.
Just with his desert survival.
Oh, and he gets he steals.
He grabs Stilgar.
Because he didn't get Swordmaster. Yeah. Spy Network comes out. That's a pretty huge card. If you have spies on the board, you get such a cheap spy for buying it.
Yeah.
And it reveals for 2 persuasion and a sword. I think we're going to see Ivan get a Spice Must Flow this round for sure.
Oh, he just picks up only a couple cards in his hand, though.
Really?
Stanley?
No, I was thinking Ivan because he's got the High Council and he
Right.
went to the Assembly Hall.
Right.
So that play usually
Indicates Spice Must Flow is
indicates you're
brewing.
going for Spice Must Flow.
Yeah.
Card.
Michael decides not to limp in with a troop. Maybe
Done, people.
afraid of Ivan, but
$3.
Weird.
I mean, I guess he hasn't fully made his decision yet. He's deciding.
Ivan's played all of his
Yeah.
agents. You have to push it. Well, maybe he doesn't care about 3 Solari.
Yeah. But again, like you said, he can use that to.
There
we
he
go.
goes.
All right. Yeah, just doing that double check, but it makes 1 troop 3 Solari, and then he can use that up of the green, like we were talking about, the 2 Emperor space.
And did he play Maker Keeper there?
Trash this dagger.
No.
No, I think he left it in his hand.
That's me.
He must have played his ring because
Yeah,
he trashed.
he trashed his, yeah.
Cool.
Right, okay, yeah. Well, Brian, so that's I'm going to
6.
It's only 6. Oh, maybe Ivan was hoping for Stilgar, and then Stone sniped it. Maybe that was Ivan's only way to get Stilgar.
Well, Spy Network is a good buy for 2.
He's on this space.
He's taking the Haga Spy.
Southern Elders popping up. Benny Gesserit combo.
If Ivan has 4 left, he should probably buy Southern Elders with his deck.
Yeah, it
Either
does
that-
have that
either
friendly
that or-
bond.
Paracompass is also pretty awesome. It's
Yeah.
reveals
Own
for
everything.
3 for
All
him.
the guilds.
Diplomacy.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is a bit surprising that Ivan hadn't picked up Paracompass
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point, but there just were other targets for him, I suppose.
Thank you. I'll reveal. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then either 2 swords or a spy. I will drop a spy.
6 for Michael, not needing the 2 swords, dropping a spy up at the Emperor track, wanting to secure the potential for those alliance tokens whenever he needs them.
This indicates that he could have trashed Undercover Asset with his ring for 2 spice instead of trashing the dagger. I think you can make an argument both ways.
Getting a fresh shuffle.
Yeah. Shuffle.
That's a lot of.
But 2 spice would have given him Highliner.
Yeah, I think
Potential.
he may want to. I don't think Michael's interested in Highliner because he knows all the worms are going to be there, and I think trashing Undercover Asset means you don't get to drop the spy up in the Emperor track.
6 spy power.
I mean, what do you mean all the worms are going to be there? Like, if
Spy. Any of this.
I guess 2 people can go to Haga and 1 person goes to
Yeah,
Deep Desert, and then there's 4 worms, but they're split across different players. If you come in with Highliner and you have a garrison, like, you can
Yeah.
still fight.
yeah,
And he has like a full hand of intrigues, I believe.
that's
Maybe
true.
he doesn't
Yeah,
have any. Maybe he has no combats.
Yeah, he's been slowly. He's been getting to 4 and then using an entry card every time.
So he.
Okay.
We see Stone grabbing that entry card.
4 different.
Now that's a 4 difference. Deciding if he's going to reveal something. Stanley also playing around with potential intrigue cards, either as a bluff.
Okay, I pass.
I pass.
I drop an entry. I win. 15 swords. 15 swords. How much intrigue do you have again?
I got 3.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
take 2
Michael
Emperor.
having 3 intrigue, not dropping the 15 sword intrigue card that he says he has.
Table?
Sure.
Stanley happy to get in on the ability to go to Imperial Privilege, but it looks like he is playing to the left of Michael,
Yeah.
so Michael most rounds has an advantage going there.
I'm going to.
Oh, and he gets a spy. I think I would consider putting this right on it, Imperial Privilege, to make sure that Michael can't
Yeah.
block me there.
And I will shift my
But I guess he has the 3 water. He's making sure that he can get
Yeah.
2 worms. That's fine.
Sorry.
I told you, all the worms,
I also get a
every
Well,
worm.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I think this game is showing me that players don't care
Get $3.
about Imperial privilege as much as I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Maybe they have perfect intrigue cards and don't need to cycle them out.
could be. Yeah, we see Stanley and Stone now neck and neck on the points track, which is really good news for Stanley. That I think was a pretty key battle for Stanley to
Before we
win.
do the level 3s, is it
It
cool
was.
to do
He obviously gave up his ammunition. He's got only 1 spice now, and everybody else at the table has a bunch, although Michael is 1 short of Highliner, as we talked about.
Can we draw our hands? Start thinking?
Somebody bought Sardaukar Coordination earlier, and I'm forgetting who it was.
Yeah, sure,
Was that
sure.
Michael?
Which one?
Sardaukar Coordination, the 4-cost card.
Oh,
the
I
first
think that
round
was
of the game.
Stanley.
Stanley?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anybody else want to stretch or anything?
Because, you know, that's a card you can use that's arguably better than Highliner in some situations, because you're going to get an intrigue card out of it, and it costs 1 less spice.
We see the flip of the first of the level 3 conflict cards. We have Battle for Arakeen, where you get a point and the banner at Arakeen. But also you can remove 2 spies to get a point.
Key for Margot. Margot has 3 spies on the board. Stone down to 1.
Stone is down to 1, yeah.
So Michael has 2. So great for Stanley if he can win back-to-back conflicts. It's gonna be hard though.
Yeah. We see Stone getting into that Smuggler's Haven.
Come back. Here. Spend 1. Get 1.
Stone continues to not care about Swordmaster.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not surprised. Like he missed the window.
Yeah.
Now he's just pursuing the tempo strategy.
Turning his spice into points and throwing some worms into the middle. And then even if he comes in second or third, he'll get that boost of spice. So it's a pretty good one for Stone. We are in the 7th round though.
Yeah, like even if he wins this and gets 2 points, let's say he gets 3 points if he places another spy, that still doesn't end the game, unless he can get a spice must flow.
Yeah, which with his deck composition, I highly doubt. It's all based around trashing. He does have Stilgar, which I guess he could combo with his Desert Survival, but that's the only Fremen.
You got some mushrooms for me? I do have some mushrooms.
Okay.
It's a good game. Like at this point,
great game.
I really have no idea who's going to win. It does feel like Ivan
Has the hardest.
has, yeah, I'm not going to say no chance, but like certainly the lowest percentage chance.
Yeah, it's tough with Muad'Dib and not being able to use his ability while all the other players are capitalizing on their ability, right?
Do you think Stone made a mistake here? Like Stone could have pushed troops along with his worm, and he did not. But he has 3 troops in his garrison. That feels like a mistake.
That is surprising to me, yeah. I mean, if he's going for it, he's going for it. Unless he's worried he's just going to have them all be sacrificed. He wants to build up. Again, he's got so much Solari. He's just hoping for the next card to be the Solari one. But I think that's not necessarily something. I mean, it's a 33% chance at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I think you have to bite the bullet and get Swordmaster, even though it's late. Either that or High Council, and give yourself a better chance at getting Spice Must Flow.
Yeah.
But Swordmaster at least lets you get another combat action here if you need to, and he doesn't need to. One worm is certainly not going to win this combat.
Yeah. Although Ivan the only person who has Highliner in his sights right now.
Yeah. I mean, the rest of the table's not upset if Ivan wins this since he's so far behind.
Certainly not, yeah.
anybody who's going for like politics, like Michael is probably rooting for Ivan here if Michael
Yeah.
is not intending to fight. Stanley, though, has, with that last win, has now an impressive political game going. He only needs one bump on Spacing Guild for a point, and he's in the lead on getting the Fremen Alliance, and he's just as close as any other player to getting the Bene Gesserit and Emperor Alliance. Yeah. His problem, though, is fighting against Michael. Michael has access to shipping, and nobody else does.
Right.
And access to shipping gives you an advantage in alliance fights.
Yeah, because you don't have to, you're not restricted by the spaces. You can do that surprise bump. Michael taking a long time here.
I really expect Michael to be doing Imperial Privilege. I just can't believe that his intrigue cards have been all bangers. Like, why not take a turn, on his next turn to go to Privilege? And he got his point. Did they give him a point on the track?
It's blocked.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's at 5.
Yeah.
I saw this, I was like,
Michael also sitting at 4 intrigue, but he's blocked his intrigue stealing, so he's a little safe. I'd always be a bit scared of a surprise intrigue attack.
Yeah, in base Uprising, I don't think there is an intrigue that does it, but if you were playing with like the Bloodlines expansion,
right,
you would not be 100% safe even in this situation.
And we see that research station play finally from Stanley.
You might be thinking like that the game isn't going to end this round, so he wants to get a Spice Must Flow, and maybe gather Spice to set himself up for another Highliner to get that point at the Spacing Guild and win next round battle if he could find diplomacy.
water, spice, this.
No, he's fighting.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Seriously.
Splash the pot all day.
All right, is Ivan going to Highliner or?
Yeah, well, we see Muad'Dib's first worm of the game.
There's the diplomacy. It is a Highliner.
At that point, yeah. Highliner, there we go. He grabs his point off of Spacing Guild. Unfortunately, doesn't have. Oh, he only has one spy on the board right now, but could very well get another one.
I mean, if he wins with Highliner, if he uses his spy at Haga Basin just for a worm, and he wins, he'll be happy enough to just double the base point.
Yeah.
And this pairs, right? It's a Chris knife which pairs with one of his battle icons.
Right. Yeah, so this would be a huge comeback from Ivan, and I don't see why he wouldn't be going and dropping a worm. Only drops 4 troops in. Again, concerned about Stone, not concerned about Stanley. Stanley doesn't have access to dropping a worm in. Stone does go for that Swordmaster.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's still the right play.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, okay, I'll take that. Thank you.
Stone almost passes Michael an intrigue card instead of the white player card that WSBG uses to indicate my turn is done, no take backsies, on to the next one.
All right. Am I right? Is he going Imperial Privilege?
Imperial Privilege feels like that one game we commentated on where there was that one card in the row that you kept on saying, it's my favorite card, who's going to buy it? And it remained there for the entire game.
I've suppressed that memory, Chris. I don't know what card you're talking about.
But again, with 4 intrigue cards in hand, the cycle seems like it should make sense.
The ability is once per game, you can take any actions.
And he blocks Stanley.
Yeah, Andy has a potential to, up on another track.
Maybe he doesn't have a Pentagon.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, players continually checking Stone's discard pile.
I'll wait for more scoreboard.
I said, what I discard?
I wonder if Michael is wondering about combat this round with Stone only having 1 worm, Stanley not having enough water to get. I mean, you got to know that Muad'Dib's going to get a worm and 2 more troops, so you have to win. You have to beat a worm and 6 troops.
Yeah, if I'm Michael, I'm ignoring this combat.
Let's use the round.
It's just it's not a particularly impressive showing for a conflict 3.
Yeah.
In order for me to have a chance.
And there's no danger of the game ending this round.
Your keeper.
He's not going to privilege. He is
Here.
going to get his hooks finally.
Interesting. Giving himself that potential for the next round.
Wow, if I'm Stanley, I'm so happy to see this. Assuming that Stanley has intrigue cards to swap out. Like, I actually don't know how many intrigues Stanley has.
Yeah.
And a troop.
I'd also be scared of Michael's intrigues. Like, when somebody doesn't go to privilege, like, maybe he's sitting on, like, a ton of combat intrigues, and he is fighting.
And that's the reason why he decides to push in, because he can then use these intrigues. I'm surprised though he doesn't save. I guess he needs to use one of them. I guess he's worried about his cards being stolen
Crazy right now.
at this point.
I mean,
maybe he's just pushing into the combat to try to use them. But
I think he's fighting. I think because he's going to bring in 2 worms at the deep desert. He's the only player who has 3 water.
yeah,
And he's set up with 3 spies on the board, so if he does win, it's a 4-point play for him. Double the base point, 2 plus the 2 spies for 1, plus it's a match for him as well. So this round is critical in terms of who wins.
right. Oh yeah, especially because Michael hasn't played his.
Oh no, I'm wrong. I was wrong. Michael. I was looking at the wrong corner of the board. Michael does not have a Chris Knife. He's the only player who doesn't have a Chris Knife.
Right. Yeah, he just has a Desert Mouse.
So it's only a 3-point play for him. Still, 3-point play is worth fighting for if you can get it.
For sure. Hops him up to 8 points, and then he only needs 2. Bumps up on a couple tracks, get those alliance tokens. Call it a day.
And Murphy's Law would say that he's the only player without the Chris Knife battle icon draws the Chris Knife intrigue card that wants it to pair for a point.
Yeah.
So maybe he's fighting for this knowing that he has a pocket Chris Knife.
Space and Guild.
Here is the inevitable Muad'Dib worm, which will be worth get him his first intrigue card during his reveal turn. I'm rooting for all the players here, but for game purposes, it would be nice to see Ivan win this so that all the players were close in points.
For sure. A huge push from Ivan.
Here's the Guild Spy. Does he have another Space and Guild card to discard? Did he buy another Space and Guild card? He's at least bought the Smuggler's Haven. That would be a good one to discard.
Sorry, where did you go? Oh, that guy. Discarded a card.
He drew spy.
Take a spot out.
And I draw another one. Just another one. To draw another one.
He did not discard a Space and Guild card, but he at least gets rid of a recon for something better.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a. Do you think he'll push troops, or is he going to concede this? Like, he's kind of in a rough position unless he's got
Yeah.
combat intrigues.
It feels like a no-win situation at this point, right? I don't think he's able to beat Ivan, but he needs to make a play for it. At least he puts himself into second there, and he'll get, you know, some intrigue and some spice. He does need spice if he wants to activate his Smuggler's Haven again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he doesn't want to get
pushing
nothing
in. Yeah.
after summoning a worm, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But hopefully his mistake of not pushing troops
In
on
earlier,
on his first round,
Yeah,
first
because-
turn doesn't hurt him here.
there is two, right? There's two left over.
When I went there, I might have missed on water.
That was 4 passes. So
Sure.
I mean, I don't.
I don't think you
if
missed
you
the
guys
water.
don't use the spot, I can
When you
try
went
and
there,
track everything.
you said I get a water and a dude, and you put a water.
Well, he also got a water
But I get a
here.
water from my Maker
I know you
Keeper.
took them in different orders. But if you all
Discussion
use
about
this
whether
one-
Michael
I know you
missed
definitely
something.
got both. You
Yeah.
definitely got both. You stated it afterwards, and you said both things on that card. Also, it doesn't matter.
The fact that I don't know means I would say probably not, just because it's too late. But yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm
way
like
too late
water. I
to
think I
to
should
take a water.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole 2 rounds around the table have passed.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. And Ivan saying, "No, I heard you say it, and I believe you took both." So there's enough.
15. Got 4 guys.
Definitely easy to miss things in terms of tracking, but at this point in the game, even the most generous player,
Dude,
I'm a pretty
my brain
generous
is
player,
so
and I would
fried.
also
It's so
say,
bad.
I'm sorry.
The tough part
No,
is I feel like on my turn,
I'd say you already have 4. You don't need 5.
you're okay.
No,
Yeah,
I
you got
do.
4 water, you're good.
Oh, you mean like you should be
because things,
thinking longer?
yeah, because I get to my turn and it's been 20 minutes. And I'm like, okay, I need to like refocus.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'll play Wheels Within Wheels.
Wheels within wheels. Is he going to
Will.
go for an alliance here? Oh, he's going to Highliner, so he is fighting. Oh no, this is wait, he just pushed the wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
he pushed the wrong
$2.
cube. Yeah.
Hold on.
1 spice.
So that Maker Keepers was key in giving him enough spice to
Right?
get to this Highliner this round.
Yeah, making a push, a surprising push.
Yeah, but so he didn't go for the worm. So he took 10
his hook.
strength. He took 10 strength here from Highliner, and he could
Yeah.
have gotten 6
I think it's
from Deep Desert and gotten an extra point if he wins.
Right.
It's almost as if he's saying, "Look, I need to. If I get worms, I probably don't win, so I need to just win and get the 1 point."
no, I think it's 18.
Yeah, that does feel odd to not just go pushing 2 worms. I mean, it's a difference of 4.
Yeah.
No, sorry, he's right. 6 plus 10.
And this is another reason why Imperial Privilege is so strong, because by going to Imperial Privilege, you delay the decision, you see what other people have, and then you can
Yeah.
maybe get away with 2 worms.
Yeah.
But maybe he didn't have a Pentagon.
That is it for me.
Yeah, I thought it was 3 was 4.
Cool. Do a dagger. I'll go up to Imperial Privilege. Imperial Privilege, that one. Yeah.
Somebody goes Privilege.
There
it's
we
happening.
go. Stanley's been listening to you.
I will draw a card. I will recall a unit. I'll recall 10, I guess.
Wow, he could could have gone recalled the research station and gone to
station and
research
then
station
gone again.
twice in the same round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they show what intrigue he discarded? I missed it. If they did.
It was a plot card with
Okay.
a lot of text on it.
Okay. Maybe a
So
manipulate.
I think maybe a manipulate would be my guess as well.
That is a dud in the late game.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay. Going to play Truth Trance. SPN. Oh, can't do it.
Oh, he doesn't have spice for espionage.
Oh,
If he's not going to make his combat any better, like he could go to Hardy Warriors and get another troop in,
yeah.
but maybe he thinks like he just can't beat Michael here because Michael's intrigue cards.
And he doesn't have worms.
Yeah, Michael does have 4 intrigue cards, right?
So I think he should probably just go up to Dutiful Service and get kind of half a point at Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
If I only sent in 2 worms and 1 more troop, I would be at 4 troops and 2
Yeah, or
worms.
just get the water and then fight for that that Space and Guild Alliance, which Michael feels like pretty much of a lock to get it, because Michael will be going first next round. But
What a game, huh?
What a game.
This no overthrow.
What if we just call it a draw, right?
This man.
Yeah,
Yeah, the advantage that Ivan would have in that fight is that if Ivan finishes second here, he'll get enough spice to maybe go to shipping. Although I can't tell. I think it's only 1 spice on the second place reward, so we
It's-
double
yeah.
it to 2.
it's only
So
1
it's
spice, yeah.
Not quite enough.
1 spice, 3 Solari, and then 1 intrigue card as the base reward.
I think we've seen 0 Spice Must flows bought during this
Yeah.
game. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's unusual.
I will, Desert Tactics.
Does
He is.
go for
He is. It's kind of risky because it gives up his water
yeah,
for next round
yeah.
and doesn't unless he's got a lot of swords
He
available.
does get the intrigue card, so maybe he's hoping to top
Yeah.
deck with Muad'Dib's
Okay, thank you.
ability.
And I will destroy.
Stanley not happy about that, I'm sure. Stanley wants to protect the Fremen Alliance.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the game has really tightened up over the last couple turns. Stone was a runaway leader for the majority of the game, it felt, but now the other players' decks are starting to come online and cook. And like we were saying, if Stone doesn't pull it out in round 7, he's going to be in a real tough situation.
Yeah. Still has strong cards, but I don't think he's the favorite at this point. I wonder if Stanley's going to go to Deep Desert and try to not get nothing from this battle. He has enough water, but is it worth spending 3 of your water to get 2 worms when you think you're only going to get like 3rd place?
Mm-hmm.
It's only worth 4 spice and 4 Solari.
I really want that one. Oh my god. I want
Does that
to
count?
try this
Is the Spice Must flow in the Imperium realm?
No.
It's not.
You talk about the one that gets you.
Yeah. It's not.
Oh,
Good thing
Five.
I didn't blunder that. Can you imagine blundering that in the finals too?
Wait, what was
Okay.
it?
Surprised to hear it in the finals because somebody asked me earlier. I thought they were joking.
Okay.
Really? I think I've played with that you could do it.
Oh, wow.
Maybe
Stanley,
like a special
somebody may
result.
have taught Stanley
No,
Yeah.
probably not. Yeah, that would be
incorrect
stupid.
terminology where he thought that the Spice Must flow was part of the Imperium row.
Yeah.
So you can't manipulate it.
I am going to
And he's talking about how he thinks he may have played like that once before.
play market opportunities.
It's good that he got rid of it then.
5 spice.
Uh-oh.
Wow, market opportunity.
Yeah. Converts to get a lot of spice.
That's so good. Maybe that explains why he wasn't keen on going to Imperial Privilege, because he knew that he wanted to
Yeah.
do that
4
conversion.
power.
He does have a prepare the way.
Oh,
He said
he's
he did buy one.
revealing Spacing Guild's favor, and he's probably going to spend 3 spice to get a bump somewhere, like maybe Space and Guild Alliance. That's a reason why he would convert for the spice now.
Right away. I mean, I wouldn't see, why wouldn't you do Spacing Guild at this point? Grab the Alliance token.
Yeah, you almost assuredly would. You would maybe do Bene Gesserit if you were greedy. You're going for both next round, like one at Bene Gesserit and one, because he has a spy at Bene Gesserit. He is technically advantaged to get the Bene Gesserit Alliance because of that spy. And he has Bene Gesserit Operative in his deck.
Yeah.
And then what he might do is first round, he plays first next round, I think.
He does play first, yeah.
He might be thinking that if he takes the bump Bene Gesserit here, he goes Espionage, gets the Alliance first action next round, puts the spy on Eyeliner, so he can also get the Alliance and Spacing Guild, or put the spy on Shipping. No, it takes the more direct
safe
approach.
Play. Yeah,
it is safe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the correct call. I mean, at that point, if you want to be engaged in a number of races too, he wants to take that bump now. So if he wants to make a push for Bene Gesserit or the Emperor, he can do so.
The 3 Solari also gives him Imperial privilege money going into next round.
Very goofy. 3 intrigue, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's probably also thinking like that he's probably not going to have any spies on the board at the end of this combat if he wins it, because he's going to pull them for a point.
True.
Wow, what a battle this is.
Yeah.
And what does Stanley do? What is Stanley going to do here? Like if Stanley has Bene Gesserit access here, you'd probably just like give up this battle, concede your 4 troops, and start making a push for Bene Gesserit or Emperor.
Or you go here and you drop 2 worms.
Whoa.
What did I say, Paul? I said all the worms were going to be in this battle.
Are you kidding me? And what did I say? You can still fight against worms. Michael with no worms is still
with no worms
winning
is still
this.
in the lead. Wow. I mean, that's also a tough push from Stanley. Like,
it hurts Stone.
It hurts.
Big time.
It hurts Stone big time. I guess Stanley will get 4 spice if it remains the same.
I don't know that I buy this. It really depends on what his options were, obviously. And if he has a combat intrigue, like a +7 combat intrigue, and he thinks he has a chance, sure.
We'll see if Ivan top decked what he needed. He's now tied with Michael. This is a huge battle.
Yeah. And this kind of explains why nobody's getting Spice Wars flows. Everybody just is like bashing their heads against each other in combat.
Yeah.
I have 3 daggers.
Yeah, it's that point at which you have to think, hey,
he's 1 off of the leaders right now.
When should I have pivoted, right? Like, when should I have cut my losses and let everybody else fight it out and then find that other pathway to victory?
Give me 2 turns.
And what did Muad'Dib draw for his intrigue? Did he remember to draw? I hope so.
He did, yeah. He just hasn't revealed it yet.
Starting with you.
Stanley picks up a Truth Trance.
It's a tie for first here. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Now that we're in the combat.
Michael's got to play something.
I'm going to
Give this up.
Spice's Power.
Spice's Power. Oh, so he wanted the spice for that as well.
Yeah.
+6 for that card. Which almost indicates that that's his only intrigue, because if you have like a +3, you probably just start with the +3 because it's free.
The combat's over.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's his only one. He's been holding on to intrigue cards for a lot of the game as well, but he hasn't been involved in a battle for a lot of the game.
Stanley It looks like Stanley has a combat intrigue, and he's wondering whether to play it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to get information out of Ivan about whether Ivan has one.
It also depends too if you have an combat intrigue at this point, and you know you're not going to win. But like, say Stanley has one and Ivan doesn't, he can flip the script and get second place.
That's huge. You turn one intrigue into
Yeah.
2 intrigues.
You have one? I have
And he gets 2 spice. He doesn't really need 4 spice. Yeah, this is pretty devastating for Stone as well. Like, Stone is right out of this combat, spent it on the worm, isn't going to get anything from it.
Stanley is kerflummoxed. He's
Yeah,
not
he's-
sure whether to play it or not.
Saying, I can't win. So he's just deciding, does he want that, or does he need that extra spice down the line? I mean, you got to go for intrigue, I agree.
Oh, he's going to retreat to conserve some troops for next round and hope that Stone doesn't have an intrigue to come over the top? Wow, that's risky.
See, that's
I would just,
that's a
I
play
would just
I
take,
like.
I would just take the 2 swords and force Ivan to play a combat intrigue here. I would not risk retreating 2 troops. 2 troops puts him 4 ahead of Stone.
Yeah, it's still 4 ahead of Stone, though, and Stone doesn't have
we're leaving.
that much.
Yeah, just.
Oof, that is so risky.
I love it. I love it as a play.
Yeah, I'll pass for now.
I'll pass.
Stone has nothing.
Stone passes.
Okay.
A great play. Risky play from Stanley, but a great one.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
He gave up
Michael,
combat
the
for
only
4.
person without worms.
1 victory point.
And he wins it. And he not only the only person without worms, the only person without a Chris knife. So now all 4 of them are going
Yeah.
to have a Chris knife.
And then I get a flag at Eric.
Does get 2 points out of it, though. Gets full value out of that.
Get 2 intrigues.
I mean, maybe it was a mistake.
Got 2 spice. 6 solar.
Yeah, the issue with Stanley's play this round is that he just used so much of his ammunition. He has no water left.
Yeah.
That was yours.
All right.
Yeah, it's really tough to drop those 2 worms and not walk away with the win.
Maybe it was a mistake.
In fact, Michael has complete monopoly on water, 4 water, and nobody else has any.
Yeah. Although, according to Michael, it should be 5.
Oh my god.
I think you're okay having full water monopoly.
Yeah, Michael is clearly in the driver's seat now
Yeah.
because of
Points
that water
away.
and because he's in the lead. And his alliance is not
What do we got?
really in danger. I guess Ivan.
Is...
It's possible that Ivan could have like an intrigue card that could pass him.
Oh man.
Here's the money conflict that you were talking about.
There's that
earlier.
money conflict that maybe Stone is regretting his Swordmaster buy right now because he would
Actually,
want to
he's
have that
got
12.
nothing. Ugh.
Are you local? Are you in the same time
He
zone?
at least
No,
Stone drops it in, gets that additional troop bonus for having the banner.
Look at my hand.
They've been cutting us so horribly.
Round 8.
Round 8. Yeah. I mean, it very well could go to round 9 as well. With the points as they are, I don't think Michael has any more gas in the tank to make a play to win this as a point.
I'm gonna take
But
30 minutes
can
to
Michael
think
get
about this
2
round
points
too.
here on this round?
I mean, it's trivial to get 1 point, assuming he can go to research station
Yeah.
or High
just
Council,
spice must
either
flow.
one. But he could go research station, Imperial Privilege, and research station again. But what he'd rather do is get a Spice Must Flow in the Emperor Alliance
Yeah.
to close it out.
it's 20 after 11.
We just hear the judge, Josh, informing the players of the time. It is 20 after 11. It is 11:20 p.m. They started likely around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m.
Wow.
There's been over 12 hours of Dune Imperium. Of course, there are breaks in between rounds, depending upon how quickly people play.
Grab this. 3 spice.
Grabs 3 spice.
How many cards are in library?
Suspiciously enough for shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Such a nice lean deck. Sure.
But also not what I expected.
Yeah.
I
A bit
expected
surprising. I guess he wanted to capitalize on the spice that was there, but we're seeing a little glimpse into Stone's hand. Benny Gesserit, reliable informant, doesn't have any of his power cards to convert into points. But he does have Stilgar, and he does have Desert Survival, so he will have four buying power just from Stilgar.
Yeah, it's not enough though. Like he needs a big worm win.
Yeah. He's sort of put all of his eggs into the worm nest.
I suspect Michael actually may have drawn into Spacing Guild's favor again, and that 3 spice is enough to get him an Emperor
I could wave him.
That
influence
additional bump. Yeah.
during his reveal. So if he can just get 1 more during the round and then reveal for the final one.
Not even get it. Not even get it.
Oh, there's a
recall.
Rebel Supplier for Stanley, so he's recalling from Arakeen. He's going to get 3 troops here, plus his 2 is 10 strength immediately.
And then
Yeah.
I get 2 troops from Rebel Supplier because I recall a spy and 1 troop
I mean,
from
he
Air.
doesn't have his worm, he doesn't have any water, but he certainly has 10 force.
And he drew 2 cards there by going to Arakeen with a spy, so
Yeah.
he is hopefully set up for Spice Must Flow.
A really nice play. But I feel like, yeah, Stanley just, if he'd had that 1 extra water to give the worm threat here, you know, potential 3 points in that, grab a Spice Must Flow at the same time.
Basin.
Pay 1 of the what?
Muad'Dib getting his worms. The worm engine is online. Is it enough for Ivan to come back? At this point, it doesn't seem likely. I think Ivan really needed to win that last conflict if he was to have a chance.
Agreed.
12 hours of but we're getting there. All right. I'm less and less good at paying attention.
I think Michael just said I probably messed up. And then he's checking his intrigue cards as well.
That is a sign of somebody who's thinking of which one to ditch to Imperial Privilege.
2.
2,
1.
1, 3.
3.
Okay.
Stone has a shot at the Bene Gesserit Alliance. Might as
Yeah.
well take it.
Might as well take it.
Get draw 1 cards. Get 2.
Might as well get a troop in the garrison while he's at it.
Okay, that spy.
Just came from his Bene Gesserit operative.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why he played it at
Why
Siege
those
Tabor.
placement? Yeah. Because he doesn't have any water, so maybe he needs to water
Okay,
worm.
so he just
That's
goes
his-
Siege Tabor. He's guaranteed a worm, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know that it's a winning.
It certainly doesn't seem like that'll beat Stanley at this point.
Draw a card.
All right, what intrigue card does Michael get rid of?
Crash. Intrigue.
It's an endgame point.
An endgame
Can't
point.
can't tell which one from the camera, but maybe it's the one where if somebody else has an alliance and you get up to 4
I
or
think that's
more,
what
you
it
get a
was.
point.
Yeah, Shadow Alliance,
Oh, I got
Yes.
it. Small detail.
which is not within striking distance with this board.
Not for Michael. For
Not for
maybe
Michael.
For other
Drew the
people.
card.
Yeah, I guess if he moved up twice on the front end track and then made Stanley scared, that's a possibility, but he's...
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
Yeah, if the other players saw what I'm seeing, they could play to dutiful service to try to block Michael
Mm-hmm.
from getting the Emperor Alliance.
Sorry, I'll keep them.
I'm not sure if it would work, but it might be worth doing, especially if you think you could get a point there.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, big play by Stanley.
Nice.
Buy access, spend 5 Solari, get 2 bumps. He took one on Benny Gesserit, and where was
Yeah.
the other one?
And I will
He's just grabbing, checking his intrigue card now. He hasn't decided on his other one.
Okay. I think you're supposed to decide first, but no big deal.
Right, because it's one single action, and makes that push on the Emperor. I think the smart play. He can go get his spacing point whenever, but he needs to put that pressure on maybe identifying that Michael can't be afforded to get that.
Yeah,
Emperor
but he
one.
should be lobbying the other players to tell them to block Imperial
Yeah.
dutiful service, because especially making that move, like you're just going to get passed by Michael if he has the combo.
Yeah.
Although, does Stanley?
This is
No.
interesting from Isaac. Isaac plays the Northern Water Master, which gives him his water anyway, so he didn't actually
cool.
have to place his. Oh, I was thinking of Stone. I thought Stone. I was confusing Ivan with Stone in terms of the spy placements.
There's this one. I'm gonna grow real quick with my. Yeah,
So where did he play the Watermaster 2 Siege Tabor?
Yeah.
So now he has 3 water all of a sudden? Wow.
Now he has 3 water. Out of nowhere, being able to drop maybe 2 more worms.
And there you go. Okay. I'm functioning stream.
How did he get 3 though?
We got a water from. I think he just had one carrying over, but I think we.
But he
thought
went
that,
to Haga Basin already.
Yeah. He did have 2 water at that time.
Oh, he had 2 water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember him giving it away. Stone pushing in. With.
Was that an intrigue?
Okay.
Or did he just have that many troops to push?
I think he added some with intrigue. Oh no, he played Strike Fleet. He played Strike Fleet into.
Oh,
into
Strike
Saber.
Fleet. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Self rem kit. There. Card.
That's a surprising play with Michael.
Where did Michael play? I
He went
missed
to
it.
Fremkit.
That is surprising, unless he's
Play to
got
prepare the way.
stockpiles, strategic stockpiles, intrigue card. He's hoping to
Right.
convert his 3 water into a point.
Then he only needs to get 1 point, so he's able to.
That's the only place.
If he gets 2 spice, he can get 2 points.
Yeah, he can get 2 spice and get 2 points, or if he does have this card, or if he has his guild conversion card.
Steel guards.
That's
just
it's got to be
Guild
stockpiles, because otherwise you'd go to research station like he's conserving his water.
Yeah, yeah,
If he draws Strike Fleet, I'm still going to fresh shuffle.
yeah. I think Mike. Well, that's true. I feel like the only reason to go Fremen, unless he was, yeah. But the way to draw cards. I mean, he just had to prepare the way, so he was choosing between. Maybe he was worried he wouldn't get to play it over there. Maybe he needed that card draw. Maybe he's hoping that nobody goes research station as well to draw into more cards with his 3rd placement, and wanted to get all the card draw he could.
Okay, interesting. Stanley takes the Emperor Alliance, so Michael's not going to get it. And with Sardaukar coordination, so the 4 troops he gets there, he could
Right,
push
he
into
can put
battle.
in.
Or the spy.
It's a pretty big play by Stanley.
Yeah,
If he can
really big
win
play.
this,
Like the
he
spice.
takes the Emperor Alliance.
Before I take the spy.
Oh, before you drop the spot.
on the track.
Yeah.
Did he pay his spice?
I'm getting a spy.
He gets a
from-
spy
Oh,
reward.
Can
Yeah.
I look at the entry first?
You can resolve things on anywhere.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, he has 3 alliance tokens. Stanley just exploding here. If he's able to, I mean, he can only get 1 point through this battle right now, unless he's able to drop a worm. But he doesn't have any water.
This was
Pushes
his last
them all in,
agent.
though.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get the Solari unless
And
he.
it's a desert mouse, so he's not going to pair it with his Chris knife.
And I will.
Yeah, so if Michael gets a Spice Must Flow and the 3 water for a point, that puts him on 10.
Oh, but he's hoping to go up to get his Spacing Guild bump, because he can get a bump on the Spacing Guild to get to 9 points, and then win the battle for that 10th point.
Does he have? Is he the player who has the other Spacing Guild's favor? Stanley?
I think Ivan has the other Spacing Guild.
So how do you think Stanley will get the bump on Spacing Guild?
Oh no, sorry, on the physical track, because he just put his spy up in. Unless he's already placed 3 people down.
I think he's already placed 3 people.
He has placed 3 people down.
I can't even end if I win this conflict. I don't know why I have another troop. Silly.
I think it's just Stone with his last agent, and then Michael gets the final agent play.
Letting Carney win?
If Michael drew into Maker Keepers, he could play Maker Keepers to Research Station and still end up with 3 water.
Right.
Potentially get another money.
I'm not supposed to put these troops in.
But you already have, right?
What? It's my turn.
Oh, so you're there. No, you're there.
I'm doing this right
doing
now.
Oh, you
I
can
have this.
deploy.
Yeah, I
my
can deploy.
bad. My bad.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad. Yeah, follow your heart. Sorry, man. I thought you were
No,
like
no, you're
reflecting
good.
on 2 turns ago. Like,
I don't think I'm supposed to put them in. Like, I don't feel confident that I can win this.
Stanley not confident that he can
Yeah.
win,
Try next turn.
but I think the game's probably going to end regardless of whether he puts them in.
That's not logic.
That's really right.
So I would say if you think the game's going to end, just put him in. So he's just hoping the game doesn't end.
Yeah, he's banking on it going an additional round. I guess he's worried about Ivan.
He's only worried about Michael ending the game, right? Because they're both at 8.
Yeah.
So if he knows he can't end it, then
Yeah,
he's afraid
exactly.
that Michael will.
Or he's not afraid Michael will at this point. He's saying, I don't think Michael's going to end it, which is why he retains his troops.
3 alliances.
So I'm only
Great.
at 10.
Yeah, it's a gamble. It's reasonable.
Yeah, I think Stanley realizing too, even if he wins this, he's only at 9 and realizes that's not enough.
Yeah, if you can't win, you do want to take second for the intrigue card in case you get an endgame point.
Exactly. Also known as Twitter.
Drones are so bad. This is the RNG.
But that does seem like a bit of a,
He did get by access.
if he pushes those 4 troops, he's at 18 strength. Yes, Stone is about to go, but Stone already showed
2
a
bumps.
That was good.
strike
but
fleet.
just
I
drew
guess Stone
3.
can get a worm
Very
guaranteed,
bad.
but that's only
Yeah.
3 more strength. So I think
Can I see my...
I guess Stanley probably has 0 swords, and he's thinking 18 doesn't beat Stone if Stone has
Yeah.
2 swords.
Also, Stanley, I heard him saying, like, just bad draws as well. He didn't have access to the places where he felt he needed to go this round.
Well, he's still got 3 alliances. How bad could his
Yeah.
draws have been?
Yeah.
He's gonna get to 9, but how many cards in your hand? It's not enough to buy a spice, right? Yeah, 4
I
cards.
mean, Stone's kind of priced into a worm here, right? Just to get the extra point for winning.
Yeah.
Like, what else would you
I
play
think you
as
have
Stone?
to.
I will...
And Ivan doesn't have enough potential power to. It's really based on Ivan's intrigues.
finally play challenge. Any sort of value. And go to...
Like later in the one.
Oh, that's interesting. Research
Using
station
Chani
with
to
Chani.
research.
Sure. Might as well get an intrigue and hope for a spice must flow as well.
And then I will resolve them in this order. I will add my 2 units here first.
Yeah, adds those units in.
I suppose he has an outside chance of winning if he draws like perfect intrigue cards.
Yeah.
He gets 1 with Chani and 1 from Muad'Dib.
Has 6 Solari, so if he does win it, he'll be up to 3 points. He could have another big battle win.
Myself. But I'm out here.
game's so fucking. This is crazy.
I might as well.
I mean, the hardest part is that if Gurney wins this, which now it's looking like he will, he can probably get to 10. He gets a Spiceman's Flow.
Oh, you mean this round?
Yeah, he gets a Spiceman's Flow.
How does he get a Spiceman's Flow with 4 cards?
I mean, he gets 1 buy power with Gurney.
That seems really unlikely. It's possible. Seems really unlikely. It's true.
Yeah, the player's talking
But I
that
think he needs the.
they're
he needs to get
worried
the worm, right? So
Yeah.
Stone's going to get the Spiceman's Flow.
They think Stone can end it? If he wins, he gets... How many Solari does he have?
You have 1. Oh.
He can only get 1 point from Solari, 2
Yeah.
points for the worm. That's 3. Yeah, you're right. Spiceman's Flow would be enough. But does he have the deck that can even do a Spiceman's Flow?
I don't think so.
He drew a couple cards this round.
He has 4 cards in hand right now. He needs to spend 1 of them to place
get the
his
worm.
card. Sure, he has 1 buying power with Gurney, but there's no way he's got 8 additional buying power left in his hand.
To speed up things up, do you mind if I cunning
Yeah.
before you start doing stuff?
I'll slide the card back, I guess.
Sure.
Just
Cunning. So sorry. I don't want to take my bad. I'll pay that. Then draw.
Ivan just...
I don't know why you would pay a Spice to
Sorry about that.
cut a card this late in the game.
Yeah. Oh, because he had 4 intrigue cards, so he just did it to ditch it.
Sure, but I think that intrigue gives you the option to just draw a card for free or pay a Spice to draw
Right.
and get a trash. The draw is the important thing at this
Yeah,
stage.
yeah, exactly.
Wow, look at Stanley's intrigues. He does have an endgame point there. Oh, Stanley has Shadow Alliance. Wait, no, that's the discard. I'm like, wait, he doesn't have
Yeah.
that many intrigues.
That's a lot of intrigues.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think strategic stockpiles might have been in there. Which means my theory on Michael having it is
One more
wrong?
guy.
You don't have it?
No, that was the conversion one that Michael put down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stone doesn't...
Not getting a worm?
No. No.
So now he...
costs are up.
Costs.
Like if something has a cost, you're not forced to pay it.
The only possible way Stone could get a worm in now is if he plays Unexpected Allies, but he only has 1 water,
Or
so he would need to get a
something that showed up that was
bonus water somehow. I don't think it's happening.
Yeah.
Did he get that? No, that didn't show up. No. I'm thinking of a different.
They're
So
talking
he's
about the battle table right now.
trying to get to the Spice.
So he's basically just choosing going for a Spice Mouse Flow instead of a worm, but like the worm is the safer play because it gives you 3 more strength to try to
Yeah,
win
and
double
he's
point.
he's in the lead right now anyway, right?
Yeah.
Tiebreakers. So I'll draw an intrigue.
I suppose he might be thinking, hey, I know I can't end the game.
I will.
I
blow
hope
up
that
a
nobody
card
else
in my
can,
hand
and I'll
on
save my
another
water for
asset
next round.
to get 2
Yeah.
spice. And then I will play.
Oh, strategic stockpiles.
Strategic
There it is.
stockpiling,
For
spending
2.
5 spice,
Oh, because he used his
3
signet
water
ring to
To get 2
destroy
more
his,
spice.
his unexpected
from it
allies.
to get 2 victory points.
Now it's definitely ending.
Wow.
Unless Spacing Guild Alliance is stolen, which is not going to happen. Nobody has any agent turns left.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael waiting until that very last moment.
And
That's why you didn't do the worms.
I am going to.
Yeah, masterful game by Michael.
Yeah.
Stone had a strong start, but he
Change
kept his
allegiances.
composure, got his first
Go down,
Swordmaster.
go back up, because I can do that with this thing, right? And that allows me to draw another intrigue.
Collected a lot of intrigues during the course of the game,
Yeah.
too.
You're done with workers.
You can say that,
think
you know,
get that many stuff.
you're lucky, but he devoted a lot of energy to collecting them and also went to privilege to exchange.
Yeah.
That is how that works, right?
Yeah, if I go down and go back up, I can draw an intrigue. But
Carry on, carry on.
oh, that I'm looking at it does scare me a little bit. Actually, there's not anything that gets you more bumps there. More spikes.
He's got one of the most powerful intrigues in the game that he's playing right now.
Yeah.
The change allegiances.
More safe than sorry.
He's just further protecting himself, which makes sense.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, no real reason not to.
That was a cute play. Take advantage of the 3 Fremen influence to play
Yeah.
stockpiling, and
Yeah,
then
and
give
then
it
drop
away.
back down.
That's neat.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you could see him sort of going through. He's like, I could use it to drop down on the Emperor track just to get a new intrigue card, but I'm going to be safe. Like, why would you need another intrigue card? I guess he's worried if Stone were to win, he would lose tiebreaker on Spice.
Alright.
If Stone could, grab. But Stone didn't put the worm in. That's so surprising that he didn't. But I guess just again, similar to Stanley, nobody recognizing
2 more water.
the potential of Michael ending the game, and with a real surprise attack there.
Did you just draw it? When I got no. I drew.
Yeah, so now it's a question of who comes in second, and Stone.
Yeah, I just sat on the water.
Stone and Stanley are both
sit
have a
on
lot
the
of strength
spice.
here. I mean,
gained the
Stanley,
spice first.
as much as he was saying he didn't have a chance, he's winning this right
Exactly.
now.
I just gained the spice, being like, okay, it might be good to like highlighter.
And I guess what Stanley did was he had a detonation.
I think Michael's talking right now that he gained the spice without having strategic stockpile in his hand.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, he's like, I gained the spice first just to have the spice, and then I drew into it.
And then he drew into it. So, oh yeah, because the 3 spice, his first play to Imperial Basin.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, how do I end
Wow,
this? 'Cause
that's
I
lucky.
really thought
I mean,
almost
it's lucky, and it was a good value anyway
Oh,
Yeah.
for tiebreakers.
Get 1 more.
It was my second action. I went first.
Dagger.
No, I almost went there with my first action.
I get 1 more for my
Your
dagger.
first action? Yeah. You don't recall anything. You don't
Oh, right. No, you're right. Oh, yeah, because
2, 4, 5.
But I could have put a spy there.
And it is your favorite space in the game, then, Paul.
They're debating. You know, Stanley's talking about how he could have put a spy on Imperial privilege.
Yeah. But it is Imperial privilege that enables Michael to get this win, turning his trash into treasure.
Yep.
Love a good top deck, says Stanley. The RNG.
I think that is unexpected allies that somebody just threw.
Oh yeah, I think that,
that
might have been
Ivan?
Ivan. Yeah.
Unfortunately, still not bringing. He still needs more strength to win this battle.
Yeah.
Just 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Well, they haven't done in their reveals of their intrigue cards yet, so Ivan still has a.
Stone does get the
The spice must
expected
flow.
spice must flow.
Yeah.
reveal turn.
Surprising, really surprising.
That's right. I see what you're
Got
saying.
Dune, there's a planet Vincing.
I was like, oh, done Bob's fourth player, but no, because it's yours.
I have messed that more.
Also a bit surprising that Michael didn't wait until after these reveal turns to
To play those intrigues?
play the intrigue, yeah.
Yeah.
Like not that much would have changed in the reveal, but it would have given other people to respond, the chance to respond with their own intrigue cards, plot cards.
That gets you 5. Sorry, 5 more. Get 3 more.
Okay, there we
Did you
go.
lose a tick somewhere?
Here goes Muad'Dib,
Yeah.
finally winning a big battle. Too little too late, but
Yeah.
at least he won one.
Yeah,
Which,
gonna win that 3 points. Put him up at a consolation 7.
Go first, I get 3 more.
Stanley still pulls out a second place here.
7.
Yeah.
2-point endgames.
And it's not really gonna matter because with Muad'Dib taking it, make sure nobody else can contest Michael.
Stanley's hoping to draw an endgame point here. He's
Yeah.
hoping to draw 2 endgame points in a perfect world.
I would guess 3.
Oh, I literally was about to draw that. It actually would have helped.
So, any in game?
He does. I think Stanley just drew the one that'll let him flip his Chris knife
Really?
to a point. Yeah.
Why isn't he doing it now? Are they not at that step?
I think they're just not at that step.
No, that
Michael's
didn't
saying,
match.
"Oh, I was literally thinking about drawing that one. He could have
Wow.
extended it to 11, that also could have been a determining factor too. If Stanley had been able to take this win, he would have had the point. He would have had that, and he would have won on Spice
No,
tiebreaker.
Stanley's is Desert Mouse, not Chris Knife. So
Yeah, I got second. You did it, man.
It's only just
It's been 3 years.
I know. I'm the
just
same.
need a winner. Others are same.
You can see the game is over. You can see how much it means to him on his face.
I'm so sorry it took so long.
What a
I
game!
took so
What
long
a
to think.
game! No, that was a fucking
That was
amazing.
crazy.
I just
Look at how tight the end is.
strong, so everyone is targeting me.
You were super
Yeah,
strong
we
for
had
sure.
to
They
target
definitely
you, man.
targeted
There was no
I
way.
don't know if they targeted him as much as he didn't push for Swordmaster soon
In the
enough.
sixth
But,
round,
they did target him a little.
Look, you still have a one.
And he overpaid for that one early conflict.
Oh man.
It was
I went to I got second place 2
You
years
don't have
ago.
to.
I know it's fine.
That's fine. Yes.
I got second place.
Great
in
game, though. Well
Dune
done,
Great
Michael.
game.
years ago, and I was so
All the way back.
and then got knocked out first round last year just to be able to make it back.
Thank you.
It was like, oh my god.
Great game, everybody.
Yeah, Michael
So
talking
good.
about his journey. Second in 2023, knocked out in the first round of 2024, and then coming back for 2025 to take the win. Michael being crowned our first ever Dune Imperium Uprising champion. That was a wild game though. Like,
It was. And correct me if I'm wrong, Michael never got worms. He got his hook,
Never
but he's
got
the
worms.
only player who never summoned any worms. So
yeah, never
does
summoned
go
any
to
worms.
does go to show that they're not always critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, great game, close.
Yeah, I love seeing that, right? Because I feel like a lot of the conversation, well, especially when Uprising first came out, was like, oh, Worm's overpowered, Worm's overpowered. And then you see time and time again people play and go too heavy into Worms and make that their only strategy. And it just shows the playing the economy and like getting that Swordmaster, got it before anybody else, right? Gave them that flexibility and then had that miracle strategic stockpile that just came into it. But yeah, it was so back and forth, and Stanley almost was able to take it back because if he had won the battle, he would have gotten the 1 point just for winning the battle. Then he could have used that to flip one of his cards to get to 10. Oh, but I guess it was end game. Oh, but Michael had already triggered the end game, so then he would have been able to bump up to 10, and then would have won on a Spice tiebreaker. So it was that close with Ivan.
But the intrigue that Stanley drew was the Desert Mouse, not the Chris Knife.
Oh, it was
So it
specific
wasn't
Desert
a
Mouse.
match. I think it was a match only for Michael, maybe for somebody else. I'm not
Oh
sure.
no, but the last battle was Desert Mouse.
Was a mouse? Oh, so
Yeah.
if he had won it,
So if he had
it would
won
have
it,
worked. Yeah,
could have
yeah,
flipped
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think if Stanley, obviously Stone was slow to Swordmaster, but I think Stanley and Ivan were also kind of slow to Swordmaster. I wonder
Yeah.
if they could have pulled that out if they had been one round faster to Swordmaster. I mean, Stanley got kind of lucky by drawing one of the best intrigues by access. I mean, that got
Right.
him
Yeah.
3 alliances. Like,
Yeah,
it's
huge.
hard to ask for more in a game than 3 alliances.
Yeah, for sure.
Winning a combat or two also, but yeah, Stanley also had a good game.
Yeah, a great game by all involved. I felt it was really tight. A lot of exciting plays, a few unexpected plays too, with the spies and what people were prioritizing. But still, very exciting to watch. And thanks,
to
Paul, again as always for joining me on this.
Always fun. How do you keep having such good games to watch? It's always a pleasure for me to be able to watch them just for the tightness of the game.
Yeah, well, we got good players at WSBG, and if you're watching at home and you think, yeah, I'm a good player as well, we want to see you at the World Series of Board Gaming. Paul and I want to commentate on your win. We want to commentate as you win the
Absolutely.
ring. That's what we want for next year. But yeah, Paul, thank you so much for joining me. Do you have anything to say? Any other announcements? I know we talked recently. This will probably be coming out beginning of December, end of November, beginning of December is when this is coming out. But any other things you mentioned last time we talked about the new expansion and how you were going to be sort of testing that out on digital.
Yeah, it's going to be an expansion that will first come to digital because there's so much difficult balancing that needs to be done that we actually want to collect data so that we can do the balancing before sending it to a printer.
Yeah.
And then, we've got other stuff, Direwolf, we've recently released Clank Underworld expansion is just starting to get into players' hands now. Lightning Train is now in retail
Right.
stores. So we got a lot of you know things happening. But hopefully next year is another big year for Dune Imperium specifically.
Nice. Well, everybody will keep their ears peeled to the ground, as the expression goes, for all of that access. Yeah, check out Direwolf. Direwolf's such a lovely company. They make great games, and Paul specifically makes incredible deck builders. So if you
Thank you,
haven't
Chris.
if
Thank
you
you.
haven't played them all, what are you doing? Go out and get them all right now.
Thank you very much. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, and it's also fun. We've made a couple promo cards for Dune Imperium that you can only get by going to the World Series of board games.
That is true. I have the one that we gave out to all of our Dune Imperium Uprising players, Pivotal Gambit, which I think is so fun. I haven't yet played it in a game, but it is in my copy. It is ready to be shuffled in the next time I play Uprising.
Nice. It's a fun
So
one.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, come and get your tickets to WSBGVegas.com. You can come for 2026. It'll be our 5th year running, and we want to see you there. A place where we celebrate the greatest board gamers in the world. And if you are a competitive gamer or you like playing at a higher level and you want to test your skills and see how well you do, these people, they took a chance. Right? They decided to come down. They decided to see where they placed. They participated in our friendly community where people compete hard, but you saw the table was very friendly. But even still at that level, no hard feelings. Stanley cheering on Michael at the end, saying, "You got it." Like, I love the community that we've built here. So hopefully you'll come and join us in 2026. Paul, thank you again so much for joining on the cast. It is always a pleasure.
Thanks, Chris.
And for everybody else, come to WSBG 2026. We'll look forward to seeing you there. Once again, my name is Chris George.
I guess I'm Paul Denon, and see you next time.
See you next time. Thanks for watching. And what are you waiting for? It's time to get in the game.